And welcome to the Redeye stream number 208. Today I'm going to be bitching about the Boy Scouts of America, and Farty is going to be talking a wee bit about this fake terrorist attack. I don't even know. Some dude went crazy in Australia with a knife because they're too dumb to own guns. So we're going to be talking about that as well.
They do own guns. But I'll leave that for when you talk about it.
Okay, it's 11. It's 11:01. I can talk again now.
Oh yeah. You did your moment of silence, right? For World War I, the war nobody in America really cares about.
But you guys were involved in.
Actually, it's not just for World War I; it's for World War II and every other conflict since.
Yeah. So, I called bullshit on that. My great grandpa was part of World War I. The fucked up thing was he was a Red Dragon of the Ku Klux Klan. Ah, fuck.
Oh, great grandfather was another kin and a racist.
Wait a minute. Wait. No. I'm not letting this go, Seth. I thought you were Spanish. How are you allowed in the Klan? I'm Catholic. I'm not allowed in. What the fuck's going on here?
They lied.
Not me, asshole. No, my great grandfather on my father's side.
Yeah,
on my father's side, he's from fucking Canyon, Texas, and he was a Grand Dragon of the Ku Klux Klan.
Yeah,
my mother's side is Spanish.
Besides Dodge, they won't let you in because you're a Dodgers fan.
You're not going to let this fucking go, are you, Batman?
No, I'm not.
Tell you're a White Sox fan.
Oh, the other Sox?
Oh, could be worse. Could be worse. Could be a Brown Sox fan.
Okay, beauty.
Okay, all right. So no, let's open up with the story from Australia. And there is a source link in the description, guys. Right below my Patreon and my Streamlabs. Check those out. But no, Farty, tell me about this. Was it a terrorist attack? Are you guys just in denial? I mean, what?
Well, it doesn't appear so now, which is it's quite funny because the whole situation's backflipped over the last couple of days. Basically, a Somali immigrant who's been here since he was like a kid supposedly got radicalized. He got his pickup truck and put gas bottles in it, then lit it on fire in Burke Street in the middle of Melbourne. Then proceeded to try and stab a few people. He ended up wounding 2 and killing 1. The police shot him. This is all on film too. You can actually see him take one to the chest. And at the initial interview with the cops, they were saying that it doesn't look like this was a terrorist act, even though he was a Somali. He was wearing Islamic garb, and he set fire to a car in the middle of a city with explosive devices in it. You know, it's sort of kind of, how much more do you need to figure out that this is a fucking terrorist attack? Well, now that they're saying that it is a terrorist attack, and it's now coming out that he actually just was drug-induced mental health conditions, and he thought he was being chased by unseen people with spears, and at no point in time did he yell out snack bar or take beer or anything like that. So it doesn't really appear that it is a terrorist attack, but they're now saying that it is.
Okay, invisible people with spears. Interesting. Is that just a flashback from his homeland? Or was that bad?
That is what I'm kind of thinking, because I've said this many a times before. This is fucking Melbourne. These fuckwits made their bed. They can fucking lie in the wet spot. They brought this fucker over from a place like Somalia and never bothered to try and treat him for his mental health conditions or any PTSD that he might have. They just, yep, off you go, into society, try and fit in.
I just thought, I know what it is better. Even the ghosts of the Aborigines are getting sick of these immigrants.
Yeah, they weren't spears, they were chasing him with a woomera.
Yep.
He might not have actually been crazy too, because he might have actually been chased by a few abos with spears. That might have actually been
Well, in here, I thought I was the one being racist. Thank you, Batman, for saving me. No.
Clan.
Well, no. Yeah.
Batman can be so much worse. You should have seen what he had me post on Twitter last night.
I didn't have me.
Oh, he had you post on Twitter? That sounds like a likely excuse.
Well, I said I wouldn't dare post it on Twitter.
Because you'll get banned. I still haven't been banned.
Because you're a girl.
Yeah, female privilege. No.
First Black Friday.
Oh, God, that should have been scrappy to a cat. I mean,
Okay, so... no, but in all seriousness, because this was a how many people got stabbed? One shopkeeper got killed, right?
Yeah, 1 dead, 2 wounded.
If it was a terrorist attack, he's fucking crap, isn't he?
Yep. Well, it's even more telling too about the bloody coppers because, like, you know, they had batons out and all this kind of stuff. They still couldn't disarm this bloke or fucking hurt him to a point where he wasn't effective anymore, and they had to happen to shoot the bloke. And then the cops are saying, "Oh, we were well equipped to deal with this and all this kind of stuff." Yeah, that's why a fucking member of the public had to come running in with a shopping trolley to try and ream this cunt over. Yeah, they really had it under control. Like, yeah, they don't teach baton fighting in the cops out here either.
They reminded me of that video where that Muslim guy, I think in Sweden, he'd beaten somebody and he's walking away, and these 3 female Swedish cops tried to stop him. He got away. You know the video I'm on about, don't you?
No, but that just sounds fucking hilarious because I kind of can see where that'd go.
Yeah, he was throwing them all over the fucking place.
But I've seen another video on Live Leak, and there's this little tiny Asian Sheila, and this dude just comes up and gropes her. And it's like, this is this gigantic Muslim bloke, and then she just ninja kicks the fuck out of this guy, literally wipes the floor with him. Like, no kidding, she's got him by the hair, and she's dragging him all over the fucking joint. And he's just in there, "Oh, fuck, I shouldn't have done that, sorry. Whoops, leave me alone." Why can't Swedish people be like that?
Oh, holy shit. Okay. God damn it. Why exactly
Who's
would...
the dog in the hat?
Oh, that is Gunslinger.
Oh. I thought you were going to say Dr. Seuss there for a minute. I thought, no, that's a cat.
but no, why exactly do almost all of our governments initially go, "Oh no, that's not a terrorist attack"? You know, like they run people over with a fucking truck, jump out and blow themselves up. No, that wasn't a jihadi.
Politicians' first instinct is to lie. No, the politicians' first instinct is to lie.
Yep.
Well, coming from like the serious type of reasoning for it, it's first off is to prevent public panic and all this kind of stuff. There is a terrorist attack in progress. Holy shit, like 9/11, fuck, they could hit anywhere. No, we're not sure whether it's a terrorist attack. Let's go and fucking look into it first before we go nuking Afghanistan again.
I think it's always a safe option, to nuke Afghanistan again, just in case.
Yep.
Time, Paris.
Take off, nuke it from orbit. It's the only way to be sure.
Yeah,
Don't forget to nuke Ireland too, just to get rid of the voice of one.
Fuck bombing them back in the Stone Age. I say let's bomb them back to the Carboniferous.
Nice.
Well, I'm just waiting for him to see the pipe up and go, "I still have those rocks."
Oh, MC wants to talk about something specific. We were talking about it earlier today.
MC doesn't have those rocks. Monday and Matt stole them.
With his 2-year-old daughter attached to him.
I wonder if he blocked me on Twitter. I never got a response back from Monday and Matt when I made fun of him on Twitter. I'm guessing I'm blocked.
Probably.
Let's see.
Do you really care?
Not really.
No, I was making fun of him on purpose. I would like to keep making fun of him.
That coffee table.
You can always keep making fun of him. You don't have to do it while you're even when you're blocked. You can still make fun of him. Whether or not he can see it or not is immaterial.
No, but it's so much more fun when he can see.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, that's why Steve Shives
I'm
is
not
no
blocked.
But no, I think there's a real problem with our individual countries just denying the fact that something is a terrorist attack. Yeah, you don't want to spread public fear. That is a very valid point, but it still remains. What if it's a terror cell? Shouldn't we know about that?
Sure. Yeah, absolutely.
They used to do that. I mean,
okay, but the reason they don't do it is what? The reason they don't do it is politics. The reason they don't do it is because they've been engaging in identity politics, and if you engage in identity politics, one of the problems that you have with it is you don't want to then utilize that to identify a group. Why? Because you'll lose them as a voting base. So your elected officials will try to cause people to refrain from referring to them that way because they don't want to be seen as anti whatever terrorist group you're dealing with is. However they're identified. That's why you end up in these situations.
Yeah, but have some fucking backbone and be anti-jihadist or be anti-Antifa. Fuck with them, right?
Then you're anti-Islam, and we can't be anti-Islam.
Let's face it.
We'll lose the Muslim vote.
Let's face it. If Islam changed its name to the kill all whites and rape all women religion, they'd still be saying it's the religion of peace. They mean us no harm.
Well, partially the point I reckon that fucking most people don't actually know what the fuck a terrorist is, because after all, at the end of last year, I was accused of being a terrorist for telling someone to fuck off and leave me alone. So Tari police don't know what the fuck a terrorist is.
Somebody?
Well, no, real quick. Has anybody heard from 40 Ounce on Discord today? I just got an alert. 9 people dead in the California wildfire. I'm a little worried about my buddy.
No, I haven't heard from him today.
Okay, I'm gonna shoot him a text. You guys go ahead and continue. I'm gonna
get
hit
your
him
ass
up.
in here.
Well, if he's anywhere in the middle of all of that, he might have telecommunication problems at the least of it. He might just be in an evacuation point with no internet.
He was on his alternate account earlier.
You know what you call
He has an alternate account?
I thought so. MC. I believe he was on his stream.
No, he was. Was he? Did he come into the chat?
I thought so. I thought he had a different name in the chat. Maybe I'm wrong.
I don't know of 40 Ounce with a different name. If he has a second account and utilizes it, I wouldn't know.
Oh, okay. Then I'm wrong. I'm sorry. I hope he's okay.
Because I was asking about him earlier. I haven't seen anything from him. I was wondering how he was doing.
Yeah, MC and I were talking about 40 earlier today.
Where exactly is he?
40 Ounce lives in Northern California. The fire was 15 miles outside of town and headed quickly his way. He bugged out yesterday. So
what town though? Because apparently there's a couple of them that have been wiped off the face of the earth now.
I don't know what city, and if I did, I wouldn't say it right now. But yeah,
he told us yesterday, but I don't remember. And he showed us all a big ass map of the whole area where the fire was. It was a big area.
The worst part about it is there's not just one fire. There's lots of fires going on right now in California.
Yeah, there's 3 major fronts that are doing all the damage.
It's not just California. Colorado was on fire. The Southwest is on fire. I'm pretty sure some places in the East are on fire.
Oh, he told Quinn and I when we were talking to him that the fire that was right next to his house was headed west, and it was jumping roads.
I think one of the safest places to live in, like California at the moment, is Bakersfield and other desert towns.
Bakersfield doesn't even have that much anything, just a bit of brush. It can still catch on fire, though.
It'd be a lot easier to manage, though.
Yes, agree.
Ridiculously easy.
Yeah.
Well, I shot him a text.
California is always on fire lately.
Real quick, I shot him a text. If he hits me back, I'll write it in the side chat. Yeah, I don't want to put his shit on blast while we're live, but yeah, I just got that notification.
Let everybody know that he's alive.
Yeah.
But earlier, whose house got burned down? Which celebrity?
I don't know.
Several of them.
Who cares? Celebrities are not important.
That was Caitlyn Jenner's house burned.
Mom ran away.
They're celebrities. They can afford new houses.
Yeah,
No, but
Malibu,
the
Malibu area is on fire. It looks like they're thinking possibly 75,000 homes in the Malibu area are going to be.
Oh, Malibu's on fire. All those passive smokers.
And
There's
NC,
so much
not
not
wrong.
smoking.
They're going to end up with mudslides like nobody's business this spring.
Yep.
Yeah.
Hey guys, what's going on?
Hey,
Sounds
Mike.
like things are burning.
Yeah, I got a notification on my phone about 9 people dead in the California fires. We were talking about 40 ounce, hoping he's okay.
Yeah, apparently a lot of those people who have been killed are trying to escape in cars, and this is something that you do not do when you're in a bushfire or a forest fire or something like this, because the Greeks last year they fell for this, and a few people got killed doing this, and I guarantee you that the majority of the people in that 9 did the same bloody thing. You try and escape a bushfire in a car, all you'll do is you'll just run into smoke and you won't be able to see shit. The person in front of you will start to slow down because they'll be cautious, and the next thing you know, the person behind them runs straight up their ass, and both of you are now stopped. And then more people come into that, and they all just fucking pile up there.
The basic thing I got told if you try to escape a fire is obviously you move in a direction away from the fire, but preferably into the wind.
Magic Bollocks in the chat says Bruce Jenner's house does not identify as a house. It identifies as a fireplace.
I thought it was because it was observing its LGBTQ origins and all that, and it was just being flaming.
Actually, the fire does not identify as a fire. It identifies as a flaming blanket.
Okay, any of the men here, don't you fucking hate it when your wife or girlfriend comes in and puts her cold-ass hands on you? Get away from me, woman.
No,
my
don't have one.
husband comes in the house and shoves his hand down my top, so...
My girlfriend's usually had warm hands.
No, because I perceive it as a good excuse to put my cold-ass feet on her belly when she's asleep.
Well, when my ex used to come in the house, that used to be a squirt that went for about 10 feet.
So
I even put a bullseye on the wardrobe and I could fucking aim for it.
I put a suction cup on my ex-ex's butt.
Wait, what? Your ex-ex's?
No, it was one of those things where it was part of like either a skincare or a massage treatment where basically you do like the little suction. It's basically the hot cupping or something, but it was basically a suction version of that. And she happened to have narcolepsy. She happened to fall asleep in my bed, so her butt was hanging out, so I just stuck it on her butt.
Hot cupping sounds like a euphemism for something.
Jesus Christ. Okay. Bollocks is a dick. Yes. It doesn't bother me. Mrs. Bollocks is at the bottom of the stair again. And Aaron, what the hell is gook food?
Gook food? That's Asian food.
Italian food.
It's Vietnamese food.
It's a derogatory term for Asian folks.
Yes, I know. Those being a smartass.
Oh, you're welcome.
Gook food is fun, though. I like gook food.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with gook food. As long as they don't use the local cats and dogs.
I'm just saying, the wife has been doing this since she got home from work. Like, I was still under the blankets because I was fucking cold. Now I'm up, and she's fucking making me cold again. It's bullshit. And I'm getting a divorce.
So
yes, are you bitching out loud?
Matt, you do realize how you should take this. She's just touching you because she realizes how hot you are.
God damn it.
Do you have any ice?
God, hey, she can't hear you. Thank God. Shut up.
If you have any ice, stick it down her goddamn underwear.
No. Go chop some onions and then feel her up.
What you want to do is you want to stick your hands under the cold tap until your hands are nice and freezing. Then you want to creep up behind you and shove your hands under a bra.
Yes, Batman. Yes.
Everybody hit like and subscribe. And hit the little bell notification thingy.
Everybody
because YouTube's a dick.
Everybody hit
Everyone hit like and subscribe if you want to hear what happens when Dodge does that to his missus.
Yeah. I was just gonna say, I was just gonna say, I kind of feel like on Home Improvement, Tim Taylor fucking bitching about his wife live on air. I'm probably gonna get in trouble later.
What do you mean, probably?
As she wants to buy a whip and use it on you, you're probably in for it anyway.
Hey, we call that compromise.
You call that compromise?
Oh, yes.
MC, you told me relationships are give and take.
We used to call that deviancy, but okay. I didn't realize it was a new version term for that.
Hey, don't get me wrong. As much as I might enjoy vanilla ice cream, you got to get some fish food once in a while.
So relationships are give and take.
So that's considered fish food. That's the new term?
That was not a direct comparison. I apologize. Go on.
Oh my God.
Relationships are give and take. So what the fuck side does Bruce Jenner sit on nowadays? Is he give or a taker?
He sits on the fence. He sits on the fence.
Well, he seems like a fairly moderate guy.
He sits on the fence post.
Yeah.
He sits on the fence post.
Actually, Bruce Jenner's still a cyclist. She's removed the seats from a bike.
I see I have 2 dislikes. I'm guessing my wife is watching the show. Anyway, moving on.
The future Xmas memes.
Oh, God, I the candy. Bollocks is here.
Oh, it's Paul Daniels.
Bollocks.
Hello. Hello, mate.
Because I know it's the midget KKK member.
Shut up! I'm coming in because I wanted to say hello to memes. How are you?
Oh, I exist.
Memes. Yes. You have a stalker. Congratulations.
Yes. I didn't feel we got enough information out of him last week, so I think this is round 2.
You're going to waterboard him now, are you?
Okay, you got an investigator. My mistake.
I'm sure. I actually think if I keep questioning him enough, he's going to get locked up.
See, now it's an interrogator.
Yeah, inquisitor. I think is the word they use over in the UK, right?
You should never set bollocks on Quinn, otherwise your stream will be shut down.
You should never set bollocks on anybody because that's gay.
Well, just don't
tweet either Quinn.
Hey, Satan and Saturday's in the chat. We all like Satan and Saturday, don't we?
Oh.
Oh, you're trying to run him away again?
No, of course not.
Well, he seemed like an all right bloke.
That sounds weird coming from you.
I know, right?
Yeah.
No, all of a sudden I'm saying bloody hell and shit like that. Memes are saying bloke. Like, we hang out with the British too much.
You know what a Bloody Mary without alcohol is called?
The Shirley Temple?
Nah, Bloody Shane.
That's
Actually, you know what a Bloody Mary without alcohol is called? Your drink, not mine.
Tomato juice.
There is something I want to bitch about. Okay, and I'm seriously irritated, and I know this happened like 3 or 4 days ago. I just now found out about it. But the Boy Scouts are allowing the Girl Scouts to merge with them. Lionel Nation was on RT arguing with some dumb British bitch who fucking was a complete idiot. She's like, oh, well, this is what she fucking said. She said, the study has shown. She didn't say what study. She didn't say how to find the study. She said a study has shown that women or girls work better with girls, while the boys work better in a mixed environment. In other words, fuck the Boy Scouts, keep the Girl Scouts how it is, and merge the Boy Scouts with girls.
This isn't very new either, eh?
Yeah, this was kind of last year and early this year.
Oh, no. They've been bunging this shit on for a couple of decades out here. It's been at least 15 years since they've allowed girls to be in the Boy Scouts.
The Girl Scout, the Girl Scouts of America are suing the Boy Scout.
Well, that's because folks that meant to join the Girl Scouts join the Boy Scouts because it says, have your girls join the Scouts here.
You can't call them that anymore. It's the soy
more
scout.
than that, they have them
Scouts
inoculated.
PSA.
No, it's the soy scouts.
No,
well, Monday Matt was a scout. Oh, that was cruel. I'm sorry.
Mundane Matt is a Girl Scout. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, he definitely sold the cookies. I'm just saying, right alongside.
Dude, those cookies are the best.
Monday Matt.
No one's arguing that.
Hey, don't mess with my Samoas.
Brownies.
Leave my fucking thin mints alone.
Thin mints. Oh, okay, so what seems to be the problem? No, there is a valid argument in and of that Boy Scouts and Girl Scouts do have different activities. Should some of either Scouts wish to participate in activities, couldn't we avoid suing each other and spending millions of dollars on attorney's fees by simply just calling it the Scouts, treat it like college, and have kids sign up for what they want?
No. And I'll tell you why. Fucking no. You want a bunch of fucking Girl Scouts coming to your door, and half of them are boys? Hi, you want to buy some Thin Mints? Go fuck yourself, kid. You go join the boys.
Wait. You wouldn't buy Thin Mints just because it was a dude?
The horrible thing is, one of these days, one of them is going to come to your door, and it's going to be a boy, but he's wearing a skirt.
Yeah, but memes would probably turn it into another.
Get the fuck off my lawn.
Who was the dude who played Rocky Horror?
Tim Curry.
Tim Curry. We've already seen the girl guides in drag from fucking, was it Loaded Weapon or whatever it was. Wilderness girls.
No, but
I mean, yes, I agree with memes. Yes, there will be different activities between the boys and the girls. You imagine it about 12 o'clock. Come on, girls, put those batteries back in the torch. Lights out at midnight, candles out at R3.
Wait, I thought you needed propane for that.
Let's face it, boys and girls are attracted to different activities anyway.
Well, the Cub Scouts used to be a paramilitary sort of organisation. All started with Lord Baden-Powell. I can't remember what fucking war it was, but he used local kids as actual scouts. That's the whole point of it. They were supposed to be a reconnaissance force. So, all right, you want the girls to do that? Then fine. They can learn the militaristic type of stuff that fucking the boys were supposed to be doing in the first place. And if they don't like it, well, then they can fuck off.
Yeah. That's why they want to join the Boy Scouts. Fucking the boys.
Okay. I have a very fun segue. So, what do you guys think about the Red Dead Redemption 2 with the suffragette lady being fed to a crocodile, fed to pigs, and just straight up mutilated?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Yeah, hang on. Well, are you suggesting then that the male scout leaders should actually feed the female ones to crocodiles?
Yeah, why not?
Well, if real life is set in the late 1800s fantasy world, he might be inferring that.
Sounds good. Let's do it.
Red Dead Redemption 2. Have none of you guys have seen that?
I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
I don't want to watch any of the cutscenes or anything because I want to buy the motherfucking game. Shut up, Sith.
Oh yeah. Sorry, hang on. Wait a minute. Shut up, everyone. Wait a minute. I need to ask. Has anybody got you that game yet, Mad Dodge?
No, you're as bad as Batman with the Dodgers. Will you just shut the fuck up, Pollock?
Yeah, for Christmas, Dodge is going to get like 800 fucking copies of Red Dead.
I do not.
No, what I'm going to do, I'm going to buy Batman a season ticket to the Dodgers for Christmas. Then he can show his copy to Mad Dodge before burning it.
Oh, I thought you were going to buy him Red Sox tickets.
No, that would be very, very insulting to my money.
Memes. I wish you were in California right now. That's how mad I am.
California is a lot warmer than it is over here. It's kind of chilly.
That's nice. That is.
Snow on the ground.
I'm so angry with my panel member. I want him to burn to death.
Oh bollocks! If you do that, I know I can borrow a webcam to record it.
Oh, absolutely, that'd be no problem. Just so we can hear the grinding of Mad Dodge teeth.
What do you mean the grinding, the screaming? Then where's my water wings? I'm going to get that bastard.
We won't be just grinding with it because it's probably got a wooden pallet anyway.
You know what? I'm back on Travelocity right now. I'll be flying into London soon, fuckers.
Yeah, don't do that. You'll never get out alive.
No, you wouldn't be able to fly into London because you're too anti-Semitic.
Yeah, you're a confirmed Nazi now, mate.
Yeah, we've
I'll
already
never let you in.
No. MD might be able to make it in as long as he flies under the radar. So as long as this show never becomes actually successful, you'll be fine.
You say fly under the radar as in crash into a building.
Yeah, mate. Yeah, can you imagine that? Like British immigration.
A very negative interpretation.
Well, there is a big clock that needs to be ran into, I think.
What? Leave Ben alone.
You just see British immigration going, okay, Dodge, what do you do for a living? He's like, I do this like internet radio show. And they're like, oh, well, what is it? It's like the Redeye stream. And then they go off and have a look at it and they go, get the fuck back to where you come from.
Why do you sound like a fucking California surfer boy?
Because he kind of does.
Well, he's bordering the Pacific.
Well,
and to be fair, MD, all you do is just tell him you do a podcast.
Not so much the surfer boy, not the surfer boy, more his boyfriend.
Yeah, better. I've got to ask you this: is it true that Australian surfers laugh at American ones?
I have no idea. I personally think surfers are a bunch of fucking useless cocksucking fucks, and they should just all fuck off and die.
Well, they already are fucking off and dying, right? Like, don't you guys have sharks and shit?
Yep. Actually, yeah, we've had a massive spate of fucking cunts getting eaten by sharks lately too.
Yes, I agree with you, pussy woman Quinn.
Cleaning the gene pool. Just cleansing the gene pool, that's all that is.
No, seriously, the only thing that surfies have fucking ever done for the human race was their
surfies.
Yeah, that's what we call them out here, surfies. Yeah, the only thing that they've ever done for humanity was their work in the space race on the Apollo fucking capsule, because they were the only ones that could work with, like, that fucking perforated foam shit or something like that.
Actually, I thought the only thing that surfers had done for the human race was semi-voluntarily poison sharks.
No, because like the great white shark's actually endangered, so they're feeding themselves to the sharks, so they're actually perpetuating the endangered species. So look, that's actually a contribution.
Tell these people what you call somebody who drives a truck.
Truckie.
What the fuck?
That's like doing lazy Spanish in high school and being like dog.
Okay. How many of you fuckwits have called muzzos muzzies?
I don't. I call them Muslims.
No, I went to school with a kid named that.
Muzzy?
Well, that was his nickname. I call him Muzzy.
Did he happen to be from Arabia?
Yeah, little Mohammed. His nickname's Muzzy. That's
no, maybe he was Italian or something. Maybe Portuguese. I don't know. Actually, maybe Greek.
I think the most.
I don't call him a name. I just say run.
I've called him or Sinbad.
Sinbad. Yeah. Sinbad's supposed to save the day, not fucking blow it up.
Oh, he crushed his carpet, didn't he?
Was he Shazam or was that Shaq?
Do you know what the greatest danger a Saudi Arabian fighter pilot is in during a mission?
You're about to tell us.
Sliding off the carpet.
Hey, you know why birds don't fly over Persia? Because it's not worth shitting on.
Ooh.
Hey. It's a whole new world.
Oh. I was waiting for someone to make the Aladdin joke. I was just waiting.
They're just trying to come up with ways to make sure that you don't ever get to their countries.
Well, mountainous terrain helps, but we do know from a poll that the majority of Americans, or at least of a particular persuasion, approved of the bombing of Agrabah.
And the easiest way to get into the to the vault of the Bank of Saudi Arabia, stand in front of it and shout, "Open sesame!"
Yeah, the most common thing yelled out in an Arab strip club is, "Show us your chin."
Well, no, I'm just wondering, is the Saudi Arabian bank the Cave of Destiny?
Jesus Christ.
Well, to be fair, there is no usury.
Where's Jafar when you need him? Anyway, no, God damn it.
You're gonna need Iago before you'll need Jafar.
But no, MC, don't you think there should be separate places for boys and girls to congregate? I mean, really, this thing with the Boy Scouts is actually kind of fucking irritating the shit out of me.
So what's co-ed schools then?
Well, we've had this talk before, I think. Yes. Male, female human beings need to interact. This is a given. But we also need our space apart from each other.
Yeah, and the fuckers already go to school.
Yeah. And if they're siblings, they've got to live with each other.
Well, yeah, no.
When little Tommy goes to Scouts, he's got to take his sister with him.
Yeah, exactly. Or
the
like
biggest problem that you see between having boys and girls is when they're very young, and you're teaching them together. Is you've got to sit up there just like everything else, take it to the lowest common denominator. All right, whenever you're coming back with all these solutions, and the problem is that boys and girls are not the same physically.
They can't. No, just say it outright. Girls can't do what boys can do.
Well, it's not that. They're just different physically, especially at that age. And as they get older now, as they start to age, and you're still treating a boy just like a girl and a girl just like a boy, what they need to control themselves are completely different. Boys, all right, need to have a different type of control, all right, than girls do, mainly because of the physical differences. All right, a man can hurt another man or a woman very, very easily physically when they turn about 15, 16 years old, and they start developing muscle mass, a serious amount of it. And you can no longer then treat them the same. And if the guy hasn't learned control, especially emotional control, not to lash out, all of a sudden now somebody's in the hospital because somebody didn't learn the lessons that you don't hit girls.
Well, I can see something else coming in about this too, is that typically teenage girls, if you tell them not to fuck somebody, they're going to go and ignore you and go and fuck that person because they just don't want to do what you tell them to do. You put boys and girls at those age in a group together, they're going to fuck. And then you're going to have underage pregnancies. And then when the whatever scouts get sued for fucking letting these kids fraternize to the point where they can boink each other and get pregnant, I think they're going to probably change their tune.
Yeah, no. Well, real quick, I'm backing you up on that, Farty. We have this thing called Job Corps, right? The joke going around was, a woman goes to Job Corps and she comes out pregnant. She didn't even graduate. She didn't get her GED. She didn't get her fucking training, which is what Job Corps is for. She came out pregnant. Because once they get pregnant, they get kicked out. And when you have a group of 16 to 19-year-old boys and girls together on a campus, shit's gonna happen.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, usually that shit is the girl gets left alone and accused half the guys of rape.
Well, that's going to be another thing there too, especially if like if the girl somehow decides she's going to perpetuate the bullshit story of like, I don't know how this happened. He must have done something whilst I was asleep or something like that. Okay, right. Now this is that fucking college football team again.
Yep. That's another thing about girls, especially teenage girls, when they realise that there's one part of the school population that cannot attack them physically. They will attack that part of the population physically. At least some of them will. And yeah, to a lesser extent, boys would do the same. But let's face it, boys don't have that advantage.
No, just self-abuse. Yeah, maybe that's the reason why they want to teach 5-year-olds, LGBT, QFC, KFC, and all the other shit, is so that the theory there is that maybe they're going to say to them, "Don't be gay," and hope that they will be gay, and then they'll cut down on the teenage pregnancies, all the girls licking each other and all the boys bumming each other.
Well, then they should just keep the Boy Scouts and the Girl Scouts separate then.
Yeah,
well, maybe that's the reason they put them together, to fucking put them off.
I don't think that would work somehow.
I think if all the girls in the Scouts were like Sharati, there'd never be any male and female coupling ever again.
Well, no. Actually, I'm reading
a lot of Boy Scouts with broken arms.
Real quick, I'm reading the chat. B in the chat says, I hate spending time with women. They should be seen and not heard, and then not seen after sex.
No, I disagree. I think women should be obscene and not heard.
I'm not gonna lie. B actually sounds like one of my friends. She's like, yeah, so we do our little thing, shing ding bada bing, get out of bed, pull pants up. All right, see ya.
Yeah. Yeah, the way it's going, you can see this happening, can't you? Yeah, at the end of the
Wait a minute.
The end of the Disney Club, and you'll have LGBTQR MOUSE.
Yeah. Memes, does this friend of yours happen to also charge about $50 at the end of the night?
I may have
spent
it's $50 with her by the end of the night.
At the end of the night, that's a fucking cheap route. Where's her?
Is that the Legion?
What's her number?
But $2 for every $2 for every thrust, isn't it?
Yeah, no, and B followed that up with money on the side for the taxi because she's classy. So,
there's this dude walking through the cross, right? And he goes up to this hooker and he says, "How much?" She says, $75. He goes, "Oh, geez, that's a bit expensive." And she goes, "Oh, well, keep going down the street. You'll find someone cheaper, but don't see sandpaper Susie." Anyway, goes up the next hooker and says, "Hey, how much?" And she goes, "Oh, $50. And he goes, "Yeah, that's still a bit steep." And she says, "Yeah, well, keep going down the street. You'll find someone cheaper, but don't see sandpaper Susie." Anyway, a few more Sheilas later, he finally sees this one bird and she's like, "How much?" And she's like, $3.50. No worries. And he goes off to the back alley and he's starting to go her and he's like, "Oh, fucking hell, this is rough. Oh, Jesus Christ." And she goes, oh, hang on. Wait a minute. And then she does something and then he starts rooting her again. And he's like, "Wow, this is all like sloppy and smooth. And oh, man, this is the best fuck I've ever had." And she goes, "Yeah." He goes, "What'd you do?" And she goes, "Oh, I just picked me scabs. I'm sandpaper Susie, by the way."
There's some good variants of that
one. If you want to hear it,
go on, fire away, Batman.
Right, there's this upper class English idiot out in Africa hunting, big game hunting. Comes through the brush and he sees this beautiful naked woman reclining up against a tree. Walks up, "Oh gosh, I say, are you gay?" She looks at him, winks, and says, "Yes." So he shot her.
Nice.
There's loads of gags about that, isn't there? There's that one where I said, walking down the street and prostitute says, "You interested?" Look in the pocket, £7 I've got. She said, "Oh, that's just a ham shank." Then, "Oh, it's a shame. I really wanted a full fuck." She said, "Get it out then." Whop. She goes, "Fucking hell, do you want to borrow £3?"
The Englishman, the Scotsman, and the Jamaican in this prison cell. So they're bored and they decide to have a cock size contest. So the Englishman gets his out. Yeah, it's a decent length. The Scotsman, nah, beat that. Takes his out 4 inches bigger. So the Jamaican guns have got you all beat man. Pulls out this monster. It's like a third leg. Yeah, not a baby's leg. Yeah, Linford Christie's leg. Bang. And the Englishman and Scotsman look at it. It's amazing. And the Englishman goes, "How the fuck does it get that big?" In the Jamaican guns, "That's stick it in beans, man." And the Scotsman goes, "What, like baked beans?" He goes, "No, human beans."
Fucking little Johnny goes up to a hooker on the corner and he says, "How much?" She goes, $20. And he goes, "Great, just one condition, we do it doggy style." And she was about to say, "Yeah, that's actually my favorite position," when he started humping her leg. He goes to the brothel down the street from that and he says, "I'd like a root with a venereal disease." And the brothel owner says, "How old are you?" And he gives him $50 and says, "Okay, why do you want a root with a venereal disease for, son?" He says, "So as I can give it to my next door neighbor's daughter, so she can give it to her dad, so he can give it to his wife, so she can give it to my dad can give it to me mum can give it to the fucking postman. That's the cunt I want to get because you run over me fucking bike."
Okay, all right. What the fuck's going on here, guys?
little Johnny goes into another brothel and he just simply says, "I want a fur burger with the works, but hold the tomato sauce, please."
So this stream is labeled comedy, correct?
But he's now.
Yeah, it wouldn't be.
No, it's labeled demonetized.
Oh, we were never monetized.
Yeah, YouTube hates me. It's been over a month and a half and they haven't told me to fuck off yet or anything. Bastards. But no, all right. I guess we're done bitching about the Boy Scouts. I think we got our opinions out.
You know, in the theater of war, the Americans have got this new mine detector. Yeah, works by radar and stuff like that. The British have got something similar. You know what the Egyptians have got? You know what the Israelis have got as a mine detector? A Palestinian on a pogo stick.
That's what the Russians have got. Just big long lines of people.
Yep.
Oh, it's like one big game of Red Rover.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, Red Rover was an amazing game. Those other things sound like crimes against humanity. And even the pogo stick, you're only going so many areas. You'd skip all. No, for many reasons.
Today in Salak 40, we will be having sports day. The English and the French will be playing football in the north field. The Americans will be playing baseball in the south field. The Jews will be playing hopscotch in the minefield.
Batman, don't do it.
What?
That accent.
Why?
You don't want to know what it will lead to.
What will it lead to?
More accents.
Oh, I thought you were going to say Mad Dodge getting an erection.
Okay, no. I'm looking at my phone here at the newsroom on my Galaxy. eBay stock has dropped over 12% in just October. What do you think is going on with eBay, guys? Or do you think it's a general stock drop in the tech industry?
Amazon's gaining market share, probably.
It's probably just a general thing. I mean, I don't think eBay will ever go under. I mean, stock does fluctuate. Sometimes it fluctuates slightly, sometimes it fluctuates heavily. It's just the way of the market. But what I want to ask is, do you know what Mad Dodge what music Mad Dodge hates the most?
Go on.
You're right.
Oh, I'll never be able to look at him the same. It's all right. So I'd already had a low enough opinion.
No. I'm even more upset.
Opinion of Dodge.
I'm really upset now. Michelle Yao. So that was the Asian chick from Star Trek Discovery. STD.
We don't talk about that.
I know that. This is why I'm upset. They're gonna make a spin-off show with her.
Yeah.
It's gonna be another Star Trek Discovery. We have more STDs coming out from CBS. What the fuck, guys?
Well, you watch CBS long enough, you'll catch something.
They've also got an animated Star Trek show.
Mad Dodge, that'll be the only one that makes money.
No, it won't.
That's going to be the only. No, yes, it will, because they're going to sit up there and do Section 31 completely with her. That's what I'll bet money that's what that's going to do. It's going to go in a whole different direction. And the one thing that they could have done and they could have expanded on with Discovery was Section 31.
That's the problem, though. It's Discovery.
No, but it'll all be about Section 31, and there'll be fans that'll actually start to watch it.
Yeah,
because it's dark. It fits in its own little world. They can create their own imaginary things and just throw in little stuff here and there, and none of it, all right, ever has to be known to the public. So therefore, they don't have to worry about it ever being quote unquote part of canon or not part of canon.
Well, so it's a whole new world.
Even so, MC, it'll still be chock-a-block with feminists and SJW. Agenda.
Not if they go the route MC's talking about. Actually, that would be more espionage and more Section 31 was a dark storyline even in Deep Space Nine. Yeah. That could work actually. But I disagree. I think the Picard series is going to make money.
Apparently, it's not the Picard that we know. Which basically means he's going to be a social justice warrior. They're probably going to turn into a Muslim as well. They're probably trans Muslim.
Wait! Isn't the whole Star Trek universe technically a mass socialized, almost communistic utopia?
No, it's when you get to the next generation era where they've got replicators. It's a post-scarcity civilization.
Oh yeah, that's the point. You're actually supposed to try it.
All right, real quick. Got a text message from 40.
Good.
I don't think this is daunting or anything bad. He said, "Yeah, I'm alive. A few people in my family lost their homes. I'm with them now." Yeah, it sounds pretty bad in his area of California.
Well, that's better than him saying "put me out."
Where's the water? Where's the
water? He's not a dog.
Oh my God, you're a dumbass.
but there we go. I did get an update from 40.
No.
He is okay.
It's good to know that he's okay.
At least he's alive.
Yes.
Yes.
Wonderful. Do you know what, Batman? You know, you said that Picard is going to, well, you're speculating Muslim or some kind of, or trans of some degree. Yeah. Does that mean that they are actually going to recast with Sinead O'Connor?
She's not feminine enough.
It might explain the conversion, that's all.
MC.
Yes.
I thought you wanted to talk about the African migrants, whatever, that got dead in the ocean.
Oh, that's right. That story.
Do you know how that happens?
There was a story here where in Newsweek, all right, U.S. Navy refused to help sinking migrant boat that capsized, killing dozens, survivor says. The U.S. Navy faces allegations that one of its ships, the USNS Trenton, ignored distress calls from a sinking migrant dinghy that capsized in the Mediterranean Sea in June, killing 76 people. Survivors of the disaster claimed that the Trenton refused to come to their assistance until the packed migrant ship had already sunk, suggesting lives could have been saved had the Navy acted sooner.
Right. Is it a dinghy or is it a ship?
They said
because how does a dinghy have communications equipment?
Okay, prosecutors on the Italian island of Sicily investigated the allegations, made a video published by La Pubblica in October, The Guardian reported. The U.S. Navy ship rescued 42 people when the dinghy sank, but survivors said the 76 deaths could have been averted. Okay, look, you scumbags. All right, the United States it goes and saves 46 freaking people, and you bitch, well, they should have saved more. Well, how about the fucking Italian Navy go on out there in all of its freaking glory and actually do something for once instead of return these freaking people.
And another thing they can fucking do too is that they can stop fucking using mobile phones to call like naval headquarters and saying, yes, we are here, can you come pick us up? Because that's I'll bet you $10 the fucking communication wasn't with the ship directly, ship to ship. It was some cunt with a mobile phone who called the Italian Navy's head office and went, yes, can you come and save us? We can see a ship and there's an American one. Can you go tell them to come pick us up?
We can't do that the moment siesta.
Well, the thing is, I mean, as long as they weren't ignoring an SOS from like another naval vessel, because isn't that just like under the jurisdiction of the high seas? If a vessel's signaling to you, you help them.
Signals like that and then comes alongside one of our warships and blows up. That hasn't happened before.
That's bullshit.
Okay, so it sinks and then we go over, we better go get them. Well, I'm not going to freaking send my crew out there to go sit there and risk the ship just to go help a bunch of freaking possible terrorists.
Well, there's a difference in coming right for you rather than the boat is literally sinking.
Here's another thing that you've also got to realize too, that fucking boat was totally fucking seaworthy right up until the point they saw that naval vessel, and that's the point where it simply did not become seaworthy. And the whole point of that is that they would be rescued by the fucking Navy.
There's another thing to do. Yeah, a lot of them have children with them, which, the parents of these children don't know where the fuck they've gone, and half the time they throw these kids out overboard.
Yep, they've done that to us too.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, there was a whole fucking scandal over it.
Children overboard memes. Did you not hear that the first time?
Yeah, the children overboard scandal.
What?
Yeah,
they're not their kids. It's the same problem that you have with these quote-unquote migrants coming across in a major caravan trying to invade the United States. This is not about helping people. They don't give a crap about help or anything else. They want their wonderful world and their life. You just read a story where they're blaming the United States for not saving more people. Rather than being grateful for being saved at sea, these people were bitching, well, they could have saved more.
I'm with Int, Jack. Torpedo all of them. Then shoot the survivors who are still floating.
Yeah, they would. They were doing the same thing to us. The Children Overboard scandal was simply that they were throwing the kids overboard along with all the passports and identification, just solely so as we'd look like a bunch of assholes. Now, the question should be, why were these cunts throwing the kids overboard in the first place, and why should we let those fucking heathen cunts in the country when they're doing that to children?
Oh, you don't throw fucking children overboard, and this is coming from a child that was voted most likely to be thrown overboard.
No, I'm not surprised. But
Can I ask you a question?
means they do that because the children, they don't give a flying fuck about. They are not the parents of said children, so they have no interest in them. They'll get rid of them first. It's save ourselves.
Another question out of that 70 that died is, how many of them were males of fighting age?
The other thing is, like Intjack just said in the chat, they also throw off Christians and non-Muslims, and have also shot them before dumping them over.
Well, okay. Doesn't naval law say that the United States Navy, or any Navy for that matter, needs to rescue a ship?
No, it says they've got to respond to a distress call.
Yes, and how is this distress call being conveyed?
And when I read what MC's talking about, the naval ship said that it did not see the distress call or whatever the hell they were talking about the first time.
Right,
so it may have been actually called in via cellular signal.
These people are so stupid, it wouldn't surprise me if they sent a distress call by lighting a signal fire.
Yeah, they're setting their own boat on fire. They've done that too. They've done that too.
I think the Somalis have done that.
What are they doing that far out in a dinghy with that many people?
Actually, I know
sightseeing.
Who we have to blame.
What, you think they were fishing?
MC, we know who we can blame. Lauren Southern. She fired off that flare gun shell, which was actually going to be on that dinghy.
Yeah, actually, MC, what trying to do? Trying to get to
leave that cute blonde alone. Damn it!
I know. I felt that after the words came out of my mouth.
I wouldn't leave that cute blonde alone, not for a second. And if her sister tried to stop me, she'd be in trouble as well. And then if Faith Goldie tried to stop me as well, there's three of them in trouble, isn't it?
Oh yeah. No, Lauren Southern, Faith Goldie, and Brittany Pettibone. Come on now.
Yep.
What about Brittany Pettibone's sister?
I thought two of those were married.
One sister. Yep.
I'm worried about you, Batman. You're getting dangerously close to turning into David Shitrat. But
and Tommy Lauren. There's the thing. Lauren Southern and Tommy Lauren hate each other, right? What we should do is we should get them together, say that we want to have them have an open mic discussion with each other. And then when they get to the studio, right, there's no mics there. There's just a pill full of Jello.
Jelly.
Oh, we're back to the Jello wrestling.
Oh, he's thought about this long and hard.
What about Lauren Chin?
Who?
Roaming millennial.
Oh no,
Asian chick, little Chinese American chick.
Yeah, she's welcome to join.
I'd give her a nickel to tickle me pickle.
Like I said, Shirati, she's got to sit on my knee while I watch Lauren Tommy do that.
Sit on my knee and tell me what the first thing that comes to mind.
Yeah. If I was Pinocchio,
she'll be the one doing the announcing, giving you quote unquote blow by blows as we speak.
Oh yeah.
So how is she supposed to speak if her mouth is full?
See, I would like to hear MC actually narrate the story of a porn. I think it would be interesting. He's like, all right, so we got your blow by blow right here. All right, he's going down. Oh, that looks like an awkward position. Oh, I can't even maintain eye contact. I'm going to peek.
A woman's mouth is never full. There's always room for fucking words in a woman's mouth.
Yeah. Oh, sugar. Actually, you're kind of right there.
It's like a costume party dressed as Pinocchio, and some girls comes up and goes, "Wait, I'll tell you what, you're Pinocchio. You lie down. I'll sit on your face. You just tell me lies."
Yeah.
Tell me lies. Tell me sweet little lies.
Oh, dude, I saw how to make homemade Wolverine claws. They're pretty cool.
Somehow the stream has devolved into our fucking
This
female
stream always
Batman,
devolves.
Batman likes to pretend he's a speak your weight machine, isn't it? Same principle. He says, come over here, sit in my face, and I'll guess your weight.
I talked about those test holidays to them once. You know what it said? No coach parties, please.
I thought you'd just give her her fucking money back.
But no,
actually, with test holiday, the more like I whimper your weight machines.
but no, to try and wrap this back around to a cohesive discussion.
Yeah.
You do realize that most speak your weight machines in this country, Batman, are on the end of piers.
God damn it. Okay. Speaking of Lauren Southern, what do you guys think about her documentary she did on South Africa?
I'd rather see the porn version.
I couldn't hear anything she said over the noise of fapping.
That's true.
Actually, yeah. In all seriousness, yeah. She's a quite good reporter.
No, that just made me ask one question: is there anything on the internet that I wouldn't have a wank to?
Not all.
Muslim
question
porn?
mark.
Muslim porn? What is that? Like,
Muslim porn's like really hot.
Google is a Jewish cunt.
No, Muslim porn's really
What's
hot.
Google
Actually,
have to do with anything?
You can't see the Sheila's face in Muslim porn, so it gives that air
You
of
can't see the
mysticism.
Sheila's body in Muslim porn.
Yeah, and you certainly can't breathe through your nose.
But some of them can breathe through their ears, but
you might be sick. You might have a cold. It's difficult.
Hang on. Which Mrs. Mrs. Memes is this? I wonder.
Well, XX. I'm thinking
XX.
Ms. Owley in the chat says Muslim porn must have to be goats. Those are her words, not mine.
Which explains why you can't see it in most Western society. Bestiality is banned.
No. They got representation on Pornhub.
And Jack says that never seen a man as hot as Lauren Southern.
No, Muslim porn's actually also known as a snuff film.
Yeah, like I said, you've heard that Muslim joke, haven't you? Yeah.
Wait a minute. So
my dog's got no nose. What? Did it commit adultery?
well, no. Real quick. After they're done, they throw them off the building. I didn't know that.
No, that's not how this works. That's not how any of this works.
Yeah, that's called liberation in their countries.
Yeah, no, they're not allowed to use condoms, so that's their version of birth control. Just throw her off a building.
Dads were devolving again.
I've just got this image of Riley Dennis flying off this building.
That's
a
Supergirl.
That's a beautiful image you've got in your head there, Batman. I want to share that. Yeah.
We're all going to hell.
Brought to you by MADDS Productions.
Real quick. No. The views expressed by the panel are not necessarily the views of the Redeye stream or MADDS Productions, respectively.
Yeah, his is far more extreme. Yeah, his is far more. His is far more extreme.
You need to download Soundboard and just have it scripted.
He should be doing it when he starts live. That should be the first words out of his mouth.
That's very true.
This is the Redeye stream number
before he came on, and it was mentioned that MC was going to gently bring up the subject about ships sinking and the Med bringing refugees over. Mad Dodge mentioned something about, was it anvils of peace? So, he is quite an extreme gentleman when it comes to how he would solve these sort of, migrant problems.
Hey,
because
gunfire of peace.
For the actions of Wile E. Coyote.
Yeah. Well, no, and this stream is brought to you by Acme.
Jacob in the chat says the views expressed are representative of Mad Dodge Productions Incorporated.
No. It's Fash Dodge. Yeah.
Yes. Now a word from our sponsor.
New from Parker Brothers, barrel of fundies. Have fun making daisy chains out of your little fundamentalist fucking figurines. Blow them up. You from Habib Brothers, G.I. Jihad, the greatest Arabian hero.
Like, you know, there's one thing about Saudi Arabia's culture that you've got to enjoy. In the Saudi summer, they have the Miss Wet Hijab contest.
Well, okay, all right. No, but seriously, that documentary Lauren Southern did was pretty good in my estimation. I watched it all the way through.
It was good.
Oh, shit, Acme's almost up a quarter.
Yeah. How many Kleenex did you get through watching it?
One.
Just one?
It was a big one.
It was a bat Kleenex.
Yep.
Mad Dodge was having a posh wank. He saved it.
But
did on velvet.
God damn it.
Did you see that she's doing another documentary?
She's already done another documentary. Have you seen it?
Not yet.
Yes, on Pornhub.
Oh, perfect answer. Jensen has come up with a perfect answer. We blame the French.
Oh, yeah.
You always blame the French.
Yep.
Yeah, no, blame the French. What are they going to do? Fight you over it?
You know, if I'd have...
and they whinge more than you guys do.
If I'd have been incredibly lucky in my youth and like won the pools and had gone to win the lottery and had enough money to buy France, I would have bought France. Do you know what I would have done then? I would have evicted the French.
And made them go where?
I don't care. As long as they're not on my property.
That sounds rather authoritarian.
Well, I've been watching
North Africa.
I've been watching a lot of Escape to the Chateau lately, and it turns out that, yes, there are a lot of Brits that are buying out fucking France.
Yeah, I definitely would have sent them to North Africa on dinghies across the Mediterranean.
Ouch. Aunt Jack in the chat says, you guys fought the French for 200 years, and what did you accomplish? Ooh, that has to sting a little bit.
The ability to take the place over and then give it back to them. That's what we achieved.
And look at what you taught us to do. Instead of actually conquering people, we always give it back. Boy, have we made frickin' mistakes.
Hey, we got a lovely statue.
I need to correct Aunt Jack. We didn't fight the French. We just decided to go out and piss them off.
Yeah. think of the tall man holding the short man at arm's length. That's basically that for 200 years. And the only reason we kept in the fight was because of their lack of hygiene, which was just basically the stiff upper lip came from us actually,
And excuse me, but where did William the Conqueror come from?
Brittany.
His mum.
No,
MC, you're confused again. He identified as French.
Oh,
he wasn't French. He was a Norman. The Normans spoke a form of German.
I'm afraid he was just very mentally ill.
I like French fries.
Yeah, the Normans were basically
You like everything memes.
Not all.
Hey, MC, the Normans were basically Germans who'd moved south. It says something though when even the Italians comment about the French is that they're unclean in their bodily habits.
Yeah, definitely not.
I feel like I need a pet cricket.
You need a pet cricket?
Yeah, times like this.
And what will your pet cricket do?
It'll make cricket noises.
I have crickets in a spider cage.
Oh, I thought you were talking like Jiminy Cricket.
Oh, I mean, that would be
I thought he would give you a lecture on what's going on and how you shouldn't be in this kind of a stream. And what kind of a human being would
I thought I've done a bunch of great drugs, but if you're cricket, I'm talking to you.
James, I've got to contradict you there. I don't believe that you have ever thought.
Oh, wow, jeez.
Touche. Oh, there we go. You have a cricket.
Yep.
Oh, hell.
Okay, all right. A new video just came out from Tim Pool. What's this about?
I'm not wanking over him.
Yeah.
Obviously we can't watch it right now, but
Dodge, do I
here's what it real quick. real quick, let me fucking talk, damn it. Antifa groups banned following Tucker Carlson incident. What was the Tucker Carlson incident with Antifa?
They were outside of his house threatening his wife and children.
You're serious? You don't know what the Tucker Carlson incident was?
They were at his house late at night, rang his doorbell, and were recording while he had a group of folks.
They tried to break the door in.
Oh, they did that too?
Yes.
Well, that sounds like B&E.
So this is like some purge type shit, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
MC, I think you're holding back again. You're far too calm, mate. I think you should. You're being very repressed. You're being like us, very holding back. You need to just let the emotions flow, mate.
I'm worried that this microphone might blow up for poor Mad Dodge's ears.
Well, no, go ahead, MC. Let MC have the floor, guys. I want to know actually what happened because I don't know.
Okay, if you remember a few months ago, Tucker Carlson had one of these anti-fascists on there, right? Smash Racism. And he had the leader of that Smash Racism anti-fascist group on. And of course, that guy was a total douchebag. He's the guy with the neck. You guys remember? You know, the
he looked extended neck. Like
identifies as a giraffe.
Professor Longneck.
Okay. Can I stop you for a second, MC? Why does that name sound like a skinhead fucking ska band?
It's Professor Longneck.
So he of course came on Tucker Carlson. Tucker Carlson let him speak, and he looked like an ass. Okay, Tucker Carlson didn't make him look like an ass. He came out looking like an ass, and he was bitter about it. He was bitter, especially probably about those freaking memes that came out with him in the neck, right?
And his neck growing.
That group just went out and sent out a little tweet saying, "We know where you live," and then gathered around his home in a group of about 20 of these people with a bullhorn saying, "If we're going to give you the kind of fight, or we're going to give you the kind of fear that we fear. You're going to fear the night, like from the fear that you give other people. All right, we're not going to let you sleep." And so forth. And then they tried to break into the house. His wife was so terrified she was hiding in the pantry, calling 911, trying to get these people. Meanwhile, they've got other audio with a person saying, "Boy, I wish I had a pipe bomb," and all this crap. All right, because they doxed his Washington home, and of course, were they going out there when he wasn't there? No, they went out there when they knew he was going to be on television.
Wouldn't it have been?
Oh my god! No, wait, real quick. If somebody had my fucking wife hiding in a goddamn pantry, I would blow their fucking head off.
You lived in Washington, D.C.
I know, that's what I was going to say. The only reason she didn't have a gun is because of D.C. law, right?
Mm-hmm.
Quite probably.
Do you know what I think would be great? If in 2020, Tucker Carlson was Trump's running mate.
Yeah, that'd be a real bad idea.
I don't know so much.
Would we be willing to accept a mouth breather for VP?
No.
You had Obama.
War for how many years?
Yeah, you had Obama.
Oh, okay. Well, that's fair. That's precedent.
I am up for that on one condition, that Hillary's
You're not an American. You don't get a vote.
Shut up, woman. A man talking.
According to the New York Electoral Society.
Are you a midget KKK member? Shut your face.
Object to his show up, apparently there's a man talking.
Yeah.
Oh.
And the point is that, yeah.
You poor simpletons.
You can have Tucker Carlson for Trump as long as you have Clinton with memes of destruction.
Wait a minute.
Wait, what?
Hold on.
No. I take umbrage with this. Memes is supposed to be my campaign manager. He's going to run against me? Wait a minute.
Well, yeah, he's going to get some exposure.
No. They're talking about the general election. We require getting on the ticket first.
Hold on. Memes is your campaign manager. First of all, you hate the Dodgers. Now Memes is your campaign manager. Do you really hate yourself?
To be fair, I have been his proposed campaign manager for his hypothetical / imminent run for about a year.
Oh, God, you'd be better off with bollocks than you would with memes.
Hey, bollocks, what a job. No kidding.
You're getting tossed over so quickly. Look at this.
My
MADDS
God.
is not reliable.
That will be my CV fucked for life.
Dodge, instead of memes, may I suggest cabbage?
Oh yeah. I endorse that.
Cabbage would be a good fucking campaign manager for you.
Oh hell!
You won't get a lot of interviews, but
be a good campaign manager for you.
No, nobody would be talking about Mad. They'd be like, "Who the hell is this guy?"
Yeah,
like
Cabbage is just wigging out at every fucking press conference. It'd be great.
Oh hell!
It's a good way to make a name for yourself. There's positives to this.
Yeah,
Actually, no. I think you should ask MC, because that'd be brilliant. Because it would just start off so nice, and they'd ask Matt Dodge a question, and they said like, "Do you have any idea what you just asked?"
The thing is, it wouldn't start out like that. It would start out like this. Are you that fucking stupid?
And MC would end up as president.
It would start off with, "Hello, everyone. This is MC." And about 32 seconds later, the decibel level will increase dramatically.
Exactly. If Dodge took Cabbage as his campaign manager, it'd end up that Cabbage would get elected instead.
I just said the same thing about MC.
The most dangerous thing about having Cabbage anywhere near elected office is he's that much closer to pushing the button and killing everybody in France. Because if there's somebody that hates the French more than you guys do.
Whoa, it's all right, MC, you had me at France.
And this is coming from a guy that actually proposed a military strategy involving nuclear weapons. To remind everyone of that.
There is a nuclear
strategy. If MC is afraid of something, we should be concerned.
Every stream. What is your problem? I've been saying this for absolutely ages.
My God, just think of the amount of barbecued French people you'll be having for tea, Mr. Quinn. It would last weeks. I still suggest,
listen to the glee in their voices as they contemplate the world without the French.
Well, no. Do you hear have you been reading the chat? They're all going Cabbage 2020.
Well, MD, I can't necessarily say it was a great run, but
hey, at the moment, I can't think of any better options for the DNC anyway, so why not? You know?
Hey, no. Democrat strategists have suggested either The Rock or Tom Arnold or something.
Yeah, I'm still suggesting
Tom Arnold.
No. Okay, first off, a man like
I thought Avenatti was running.
Well, no, a man like Dwayne Johnson, who has majority done, I don't know, wrestling, which is violent, and then action movies, which are violent. I don't want to hear him talk to me about gun control. I'm gonna fucking laugh him off the stage.
No,
has he said anything about gun control?
Actually, he's probably got better gun control than you have.
If he's going to run as a Democrat, he's going to talk gun control. That's their main talking point.
I don't know about that. Bernie Sanders was running as a Democrat, and he wasn't really talking much about that.
Yeah, but I think Bernie Sanders' biggest stand was what he was going to do to the Thundercats if he got in.
Hey, the Thundercats? What Lionel do?
Oh, hell.
Chitara was cute, though.
Until she started talking, yes.
That's great. Aunt Jack in the chat says, I'd rather blow my own balls off than vote for Cabby.
And Cabbage is like,
Cabbage.
Yeah, no. That was because Quinn goes 3 out of 10 people agree that Cabby is better than Trump, and I go, yeah, well, 9 out of 10 people also enjoy gang rape too.
That doesn't make it right.
Oh, God.
We live in the majority rule civilization.
Oh, hell.
Wait, so were we talking about news, or are we just going to be attacking arbitrary demographics still?
Yep, sounds good, James.
Let's get on the Jews.
Yeah.
Wait,
So
what?
we're attacking memes and MC now?
Oh, my apologies. Shalom.
Yeah, I think we should attack memes at MC. Give Dodge a day off.
Yeah. Besides, but she only wants to kill them anyway.
You're
Well,
always getting tired clubbing baby seals. Haven't you guys learned that yet?
Well, no, I'm not sure if I would appoint MC as my press secretary because I just want to hear him yell at people, or as Secretary of Defense because he'll drop a rock on Saudi Arabia. I'm not sure yet. So
I'm more interested in how you're actually funding
How
this,
are you going to drop Iraq on Saudi Arabia?
How would I drop a rock?
Hey,
Iraq.
shut up, everybody. Hey, the
Iraq.
president's here.
Well,
I told you not to say his name.
You go to
Oh,
Home
yeah.
Depot, you
Taboo.
buy a rack, and then you drop it on fucking
Fuckwits.
Saudi Arabia. Simple.
I am sorry. I don't mind you saying about me 2020, but I am damned if I'm running under a Dem ticket.
No, I think Mad was forfeiting the libertarian ticket.
Hold on, Cabbage. You could be a subversive Dem. Yeah, you get into office, then show your true colours as a Republican.
Yeah, come on, Cab. Think of all the interns you're going to fuck in the Oval Office.
Yeah, with the dry cleaning bills. Think about it.
No. Do I have to be this guy? No. You know what?
Oh, God.
You know what? I'll be this guy. It worked for Trump. I'm a birther. I don't think Cabby was born in the United States, and I don't think he's qualified to run.
I didn't know I could run.
Oh no! See, Cabby's actually.
Your campaign starts early today with the man.
Hey, listen. Hey, if Elizabeth
No.
Warren can claim to be a fucking Indian, I can claim to be American.
No, I'd put it to you that
I'm pretty sure your
Cabby's more an
accent puts you
American
off,
than any of you
Cabby.
Americans at all. I'm
Hold
putting
on,
it to you that
actually,
Cabby's more American than you will all put together.
I
because
have-
you all came from England.
Everybody talk at once.
I've seen his
Okay.
birth certificate.
That
You know,
can
he was
happen,
born in-
man.
He was born in Hawaii, and it's all written in ballpoint pen.
That's right.
No, see,
the
Cabby's
thing
an
about
original
Nigeria-
American. You know, Cabby's an original American. You know, where the hell do you think the Yanks came from? England. Duh.
Yeah. And the origin story.
Yep.
Oh, yeah?
Wait, you're Count Dracula?
I've had my moments. I didn't want to boast, but you know,
The ultimate origin
Drag it
story
out
is
of
actually
me.
Frankenstein's mother.
Wait, is that
What
like
do you think the
stupid
average,
story of your own
Lady
grandpa?
says she would like Vice President Cabby.
No.
who would like
B. B would. I'll choose you, B. Don't sign with Cabby. Come on.
You see, people know which way their bread's buttered, mate.
Apparently on the wrong side.
Look at Cabs and go, well, we know the libertarians are losers. What else we got?
No. All you need to do is get Gary Johnson to say, "What is Cabbage Patch?"
Oh,
Okay,
that Lapo's thing never ends, does it? That poor bastard's going to be stuck with that. They're going to stick that on his fucking headstone.
In some dimension, he was a little right.
They should bury him in Aleppo.
You know what they're going to do is they're going to sit up there and put on his Aleppo is so many miles away from him.
Well, no. See,
Yes.
I would have played that off so well, though. I would have been like, what is Aleppo? And then I would have thought about it and went, Aleppo is a place we shouldn't be bombing right now. Aleppo is a place we shouldn't be involved in. And I would have played off on it. This guy was a goddamn governor, and he couldn't figure that out.
No. My big question is that a Jeopardy answer yet?
What is
know.
Aleppo? Is that kind of like some ice cream thing?
No. This
that's
controversial
Calippo.
city, apparently, according to some early reports, had a chemical gas attack go off. What is Aleppo? And he would be correct.
Yeah, I don't know. When I heard it, because I thought they said, "What is a leper?" And I was thinking, why are they asking about that?
Someone who needs to be told to pull himself together.
Exactly.
Real quick.
I'm reading the chat. Aunt Jack says, "You know that Frankenstein is the scientist and not the monster. Bunch of savages and uneducated."
It's true.
People I was talking about Frankenstein's fucking mother, so I don't know whether he was.
Okay, which smartass said that? That Frankenstein was the scientist, not the monster.
Actually.
He's correct.
Yeah. But who was it? Yeah. But
Jack.
What was the actual name of the monster? Because it didn't have a name.
Toby.
Adam.
It was Adam.
Toby. Good grief.
It was.
Well, can't you think
Day, motherfucker?
you're so smart? What do you call a leper in a hot bath?
Porridge.
Stew.
God, this must be Saturday. Are we all hungover? What the fuck is going on tonight?
Well, it's Saturday here.
It's Saturday everywhere, isn't it? Well,
no, hang on. It's Sunday here.
Sunday for you. It's well, actually Sunday for us now. An hour and a half.
You've been driving too fast. You actually went back in time, and you're just relapsing now.
But no. First off, Cabby, I'm now a birther. You're not born here, and I'm gonna expose it.
No, doesn't matter. Still, the genes, like I said, Pocahontas can do her shit, then so can I.
OG Yank.
They've already opened they've opened the floodgates. I mean, if they want to do the DNA thing, then I'm sure I have more genetic material connecting me with most Americans than Obama ever had.
Cabby's gonna sneak in through the southern border to run for president.
That's right.
Jesus Christ.
No, I'll go the easy route. I'll just pretend to be queer and go in through Canada.
Obama's got more genetically.
I'll do it fabulously. I'll do it with margaritas.
Do it again. Say it again, Cabby. Please say it again.
Marvelously. I'll even do it on a float. I'll have a float specially for the event.
He's gonna come in riding on a dinghy.
We'll have glitter. It'll be fabulous.
Don't forget the sequins.
Obama's got more genetically in common with an Arabian goat than he does any Americans.
Well, he certainly left enough DNA in one, hasn't he?
well, his dad did.
Oh.
Okay, Aunt Jack.
B said, "Oh, go ahead."
Has anybody ever seen Michelle Obama's birth certificate? I'm curious to know what her real name was.
Has anyone ever seen Michelle's penis?
No. Her name's spelled Michael.
B in the chat said, when he said marvelously, I'm seeing fishnets. Right here.
Oh, yeah. Oh, and don't forget a basque. It'll have to be a basque.
It could be fashionable.
Hold on. You're wearing a basque?
The basque suspenders. I mean, well, if I've got to get through the border, I mean, come on, I've got to make it look real.
Have you got yourself a sausage?
Look, he's a migrant.
Just come in wearing a fucking rainbow and heels, honey. You'll be getting in.
Well,
there you go. Anyway,
my shoes.
I used to live in London, son, and they threatened me, so I had to come over here. I'm a refugee. I want to live in the United States.
I think how it's going to work is it doesn't matter how the election goes in 2020. Cabby now identifies as the president.
I do.
Absolutely. Cabby, I'm sure you can get one of them to marry you.
And I demand the powers that go with it. I want my own nuke. I want my own nuke codes.
Bye bye, France.
Gotta start somewhere.
Bye, France. Goodbye, London.
Jesus Christ. Means you're the open-minded one in here.
Drop the nukes all over Paris and do it.
I said you're the open-minded American. Are you going to agree to marry Cabby?
What are you talking about? He gave over Mad Dog.
You
He's like,
just
sorry, Mad
said,
Dog.
Cabby, I'm sure you can get one of them to marry you.
What's even worse is that Cabby's not complaining.
Oh, I like those very Lindsay for quick.
Yeah.
It's all right. It'll just be a marriage of convenience. Don't worry.
Yeah, Mad Dodge is fine as long as you don't have cold hands.
Cabbage, how cold are your hands?
Well, Mad, you know what to say. Cold hands, bad circulation.
Yeah.
He's not interested in the hands. He's just is the arsehole warm.
Well, first off, I'm already married, so I'm already married. That would be illegal. Memes is the only American
Just
here.
move to Utah, honey.
Oh, I'm not moving to Utah.
If Memes agrees to marry you, would you be on the top or the bottom?
Oh, I'm definitely the I'm definitely the pitcher. I'm not the catcher.
Yeah.
Well, the third option was
thing is, Mad Dog, is your marriage actually, technically legal? Because I didn't think siblings were still allowed to marry.
Ooh, they are in Tasmania.
That's harsh. It's not a sibling.
No, I'm just asking. I could be wrong. But
I'm not from Alabama. All right.
They are in Tasmania.
But hang on, you keep claiming you're a.
I'm from Louisiana, not Bama.
From freaking Louisiana. Oh, so much better.
He's claiming to be a fucking Confederate and all this nonsense. And he doesn't even admit to fucking his own sister. What's wrong with you?
Wow.
I bet he's never knobbed a family member once, has he? That fucking traitor.
He's not a southerner. It's a joke.
Matt has a lovely
seriously.
I bet you any money there's a picture of Hillary up on his fucking wall, isn't there, as well?
There's one of Bill Clinton. He got a nice little letter from him.
I did get a letter from Bill Clinton. That is
it was a red letter filled with sperm.
A piece of the blue dress.
Yeah. It wasn't a red
sock.
Did he just send you the end of a Cuban cigar?
It's the check for his
but just the tip. Just the tip.
No, it's the check for his local dry cleaner.
This is what happens when they try to shift.
You got to snip the tip once in a while.
Jesus Christ.
This is what
Isn't that what a bris is for?
Bill Clinton's Jewish? Oh, good for Bill.
You're all about cutting the tip off. What the fuck, James?
It's a Cuban christening.
A cigar?
You need to get in here.
It's a Cuban christening.
When you try to shift the storyline to me and memes, this is what happened, Mad Dodge. They were trying to save you. Think of it. This was all supposed to be. We're trying to pick it on memes, or we're trying to pick it on Mad Dodge. Let's go after Cabbage or MC.
We only attacked Cabbage for like 5-10 minutes when he wasn't even here.
But I was watching. I was building my ammunition. Don't you worry, mate.
It went off tangent a little bit, but just think we've come up with a fantastic idea now for 2020. How are the press going to spin that? Because CNN are going to have to support Cabby's run now, aren't they?
Well, as long as Fox News is on my
especially
side.
when Cab's first fucking official announcement is gas the kite.
Tucker Carlson's going to be on your side. You didn't know what's happening to his wife.
Batman is officially going to wear Bee's bra.
Yeah, but I'm wearing it as a headdress.
Okay, Batman. You wear it as a headdress as you referee the Jello wrestling, okay? Because I'm gonna whoop Bee's ass.
Naked Jello wrestling.
Hold on. I don't think you could whoop anybody's ass. You're a Dodgers fan.
Really? We're going back to that? God damn it.
You already knew you were gonna get shit.
Batman just like to tear the scabs off.
Yeah, you know what? Speaking of scabs, the goddamn Red Sox.
From what I know of American history, back in the 50s, Senator McCarthy was
Jello wrestling.
Oh, Owlie heard naked Jello wrestling, so she's
Hi, honey. How are you?
Hey, Ollie.
Shirati, you, me, Jello, now.
Honey, my kids are still awake, so you and I can't make a
Damn
Jello
it.
wrestle.
Damn it.
Jello.
But I would make a Jello wrestle with you, Sugar.
You know, how do you translate it here?
With a pair of you.
I don't know. Owlie's Norwegian. You might have to worry about that wrestling match. You might lose.
No, doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. The point is, me and Shirati and Jello and naked wrestling.
No, you only have to worry about Owlie if she's in control of one of her naval vessels.
Dodge. Women hate each other. You're missing the point entirely.
2 chicks in Jello, for fuck's sake. It's not complicated. Although I'm guaranteeing you that the Norwegian chick's going to have cold hands. So.
Oh, honey, the Michigander's going to have cold hands right now. It's fucking snowing.
Yay!
Oh, come on. It's just a dress.
Excellent. Hey, that's good. That's some nipple action we're going to get going on there.
Oh, man, is it hailing now?
Yeah,
by the way,
Gonna get everywhere.
I like
that's basically rock hard fucking Jello.
Yeah, they're gonna be chapel hat pegs, mate.
That's basically them lobbing bricks at each other.
We'll get so excited you can hang your hat on her nipples.
Is this going to be live streamed on Pornhub by any chance?
Wait a second, Mad. Wait, hold on. If we have YouTubers, they're going out there going to have actual events fighting each other, which actually has happened and seems to be happening in more and more communities. Why couldn't we have certain other events?
He's already looking at the funding. Look at this.
That's all right. I mean, this is my 2020 campaign. Already starting. It goes on Pornhub. I'm gonna get more fucking viewers. You're gonna get. I'm gonna get more viewers on. I'll get more viewers on on fucking Pornhub than I ever would on CNN.
This is CNN. Well-known pornographer and entrepreneur.
I have a stipulation. If me and Shirati are to do this, there will be no cameras.
Yeah. So you're saying you create a new acronym like classy nudes now?
Right. All you'll hear is just the recording.
Vote for free Jello wrestling.
Yeah, it doesn't count. Sorry, no cameras, no go. I'm sorry.
So you wouldn't want to be there then?
The same with squash jelly and a million fapping noises in the background.
Well, more Jello for us, eh, Shirati? You don't even want to watch in person.
Wait, no. If there's no cameras, you just do $10,000.
That's not Jello. That's fucking cheese. You're thinking
$10,000 a day, like George W.'s old fundraiser.
Real quick,
big suction cup.
From the chat, B says all Jello matches have to be live streamed. So there you go.
I think it's federal.
I think she meant to say all Jello matches have been live streamed.
Actually, she came
up with a better idea. Not Jello, Jizzo.
Hell no.
Yeah.
That note, the chat has evolved so much. I need to leave.
Yeah, that's
Bye.
You're afraid of the chat? That's funny.
Nah, you know what you do with the Jello wrestling? You chuck 2 Sheilas in there with yeast infections, and then you can drink it afterwards. It'd be a Jello shot.
You won't be short of bread for a while, will you?
Exactly. You could make some beer.
You need a brewery license.
That would only work for Australian because they're immune to most known poisons now.
Yeah, pretty much.
Just to make sure you get the pubes out. There's nothing worse than the drink of the pubes.
Oh, but that's where the protein is.
That ain't right, though. The second you undo
How do you assume that I have any?
That's not the right thing, though. When you're opening a bottle of beer, the first thing you go is, "Oh,
fucking hell." That's the sound Matt makes every morning.
Beer is not meant to smell fishy.
Beers like that, I would not buy anything from the brewing called Schumer's.
Yeah, there's plenty of fish in the sea, but it's not the smell that I miss.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yes, we love you, girls, but keep out to see you making fish smell.
Jesus. Can you imagine it? Herring ale.
Children, go to bed.
Will you stop ruining?
About, doesn't it?
Will you stop ruining my beer, Cabby? Just stop.
Oh, you gave it a good sniff then, didn't you?
He was checking. Have I got the special reserve?
The thing of it is, he's just.
Did I get herring or was it just cod? Did they poke me up with cod?
The thing of it is, he's just got a pube out of his teeth, and he's just going, "Where the fuck did that come from?"
Not to be talking anymore.
I've never seen a fish with a pube.
He'll be wanting to know later on why his missus is keeping beer in her fucking tech drawer.
Hey, darling, why are you shoving brew in your fanny?
That's a party trick. She's taking the top off.
What?
Oh, nothing more feminine than that, eh?
Wait, why are you
there she is.
You didn't even hear anything.
There she is, lighting farts, taking the bottle tops off of the flaps.
Yeah, that was actually a beer ad in Australia. There's like two dudes sitting in a pub at the bar, and one guy's like opened it with his teeth, next guy's opened the bottle with his eye, and then the next thing you see is Sheila walks up and she just puts the beer down below the line of the screen, and she makes a funny looking noise, and then fucking brings up an open beer.
Nice.
Yeah, I've got that. I've seen that. That's a very,
Do I look impressed?
I'm telling you, that would not entice me to a chick. Jesus.
No, I have not felt good all day. My hair is a mess.
Are you worried she might make you Jewish halfway through the act, Cab?
Yeah, exactly. We've already gone through the breast issue.
So on a lighter note, 3 minutes ago from CNN, lately the news seemed filled with mugshots of angry white guys.
Makes fun of me.
Here's what the anger's about and what it means. I haven't read the article.
No, it's not so bad when memes makes fun of you, sure. It's when other people laugh at it, which is the very.
But they're getting the same for your jokes.
And yours.
Oh, well, I don't know. We seem to have had a few.
I know you don't know.
If I were you, Batman, I wouldn't argue with the future president.
Well, that wouldn't
what he's going to
do. Indeed. Yes. Even if I only identify.
It's the Cabbage Christmas song he's making.
Remember, I get the code.
Checking it twice.
Trying to find out who needs to be bombed.
Yeah. He only wants to fuck.
No. I only have one particular target.
Yeah. Cabby sending you to Guantanamo Bay.
Well, I'm gonna channel my inner John McCain. Bomb, 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 Iran. Bomb, 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 Iran.
Oh, that was totally inappropriate.
Bomb, bomb, Iran.
Wait, did somebody make that an actual song?
Yeah, John McCain did. On the campaign trail.
Actually, I think it was Weirdo.
Bomb Iran, and then do Thailand.
No.
Bomb Paris.
Soldier, France. It's my only target.
Careful.
I'm happy with that.
If Cabbage comes to power, he'll
I
turn
only
the
need
entire
one.
world into one giant vampire ethno-state.
Wait a minute, though. I got a couple targets.
If America bombs France, we're going to war no matter what, and everybody's fucked.
No, you won't. That's the thing. You bomb France, everyone will thank you. It'll be brilliant.
Yeah.
You will go way up in the ratings.
Well, if you bomb France, my comment would be, I bet you don't dare do that in Germany.
I was gonna say, yeah. We're gonna
nuclear fallout. If he decides to use nukes, anything that is
it's
within
all right.
nuclear
Yeah, but it's fine. It all goes eastwards. It just keeps on going that way, so we'll be all right.
Isn't the world kind of round?
It is. Yeah. It'll eventually come back around, but by then most of it will have fallen out. It'll be fine.
To be quite precise, it's not round. It's a spherical obloid.
Roundish.
Yeah.
Spherical
but Australia doesn't exist.
This is true.
Well, I'm just wondering why Cabby's going to let Merkel live.
Because he wants something to.
Oh, I didn't say I wouldn't. Oh no, yes, sorry. I would. Yes, the other. Yes, also Belgium, of course. I forgot. Well, you know, there's a lot of French in Belgium.
You mean Belgistan?
Yes. So you know, Belgium basically I included.
Wait, no, don't go fucking around with people's waffles and shit.
What do you mean waffle?
There's not many Belgians.
Where else do Belgian waffles come from?
Have you ever eaten in Belgium? It's
no.
hideous.
Well, maybe once.
Well, actually, no. Dutch Belgium is the hideous one. Actually, yeah, it is a Dutch issue. The Dutch have crap food. Why? They do.
And the target list begins.
Yeah,
the target list begins to expand slowly, surely.
Like I said, Cabby becomes president, we go to war, everybody's fucked.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, but anyone who puts chocolate sprinkles on a fucking omelette deserves to die.
Yeah, as a
What do you think about a waffle or an omelet? We said waffle, dumbass.
Yeah, but no, they stick it on anything. Doesn't matter. You give them a filet mignon, they stick.
Wait, hold on. Is your entire hatred against Belgium because you got breakfast one day and they were putting the sprinkle? They were a little liberal with the sprinkles, and a couple of them got into your eggs.
Hey, memes. We've gone to war for much stupider reasons than that. Like some fucking Austrian bloke drove into fucking Poland, and automatically we had to have a war with the Germans. So, you know, the whole idea of the Belgians ruining an omelette is a pretty good idea.
I think Cabby's
the
actual
GTFO after we got taxed on our caffeine. We didn't like it.
I think Cabby's actual problem with the chocolate was actually that it looked like diarrhea, and he was disappointed that it was chocolate.
Well, okay.
Yeah,
First off,
right. Oh yeah, I'm a natural felcher, mate. That's what I do.
Well, first off, fuck your tea, motherfucker. Second,
yeah.
So you do know his first executive order will be an outright ban of coffee throughout the whole of the United States.
Except Dodge doesn't drink coffee.
Yeah, no, I'm good with that.
Well, actually, any caffeine-based drink,
That includes tea.
All hops were replaced with tea.
Do not fuck with my no. Do not fuck with my Mountain Dew, motherfucker.
Yeah, all hops replaced with tea leaves. Yeah.
Wait, no, you're gonna turn my beer into tea beer? No, that's not okay.
Wait, you don't like twisted tea?
Yes, I have Taifu beer.
Oh, okay. We cannot allow this animal to become alive.
Well, to be fair, didn't they say that about President Trump, pre-President Trump?
Yes. Well, yeah. Everybody, go to the polls in 2020. Vote Mad Dodge.
I can really, really hear the fear in his voice now.
Cabby is not allowed in America ever again.
Yeah, you're banned. You guys won't allow Lauren Southern in. We're not allowing Cabby in. Fuck that.
Oh, Cabby is still in America.
The more the conversation goes on, the more we're learning that Cabby hates anybody who doesn't live in his house.
Well, yeah, but there's good reason. There's good reason.
But there's a reason.
There's a reason Cabby has an 8-inch thick front door.
Yeah, you sure Cabbage isn't really Sean Locke in disguise?
No.
It's pronounced Loki.
No, actually, what I'm sure is Cabby faked his death in that bunker in 1945.
Wow.
Look, that was mentioned in private.
Wait a second. Cabby's Wolverine?
Wow, memes, you took that in a completely different direction.
All I can say is, Cab, you did a real good job with that accent, mate. You could never tell.
Yep.
Hey, do me a favor. Say 9.
No. Say squirrel. That'll be the telling thing.
Well, if that was actually true, Mad Dodge, you'd be in awe right now, wouldn't you? The whole idea that, you know, the man who took
He would be
inspiration
bitching as he gets as him and I are loaded onto the train because we'll be the first ones being a threat to the regime. Right? He'll be going, I freaking told you he was still alive.
I like trains.
I know, but you know, as he was slowly choking to death in the chamber, he'd still be going.
YouTube is never going to monetize your channel.
Oh, Harry Potter
Never.
likes trains. They're relaxing.
Well, I don't know whether to blame Cabby or the Penguins at this point.
Hey, I haven't done anything at all. I just have intent.
What have you done in that tent?
YouTube is never going to monetize you, Dodge.
I thought they loved his stream because he's talking about somebody defeating Trump in 2020. It's just that it's the policies he's going to implement when he's in power that might turn Google against him.
Well, out of the oven into the fryer later.
Oh, we're allowed out of the oven? Nice.
Yeah,
I think these are all healthy policies for a better world.
It is.
Feeling very bad about words that have come out of my mouth.
We decided there's a hell of a lot of cotton still in America that needs picking. And obviously.
And the first Black Friday needs to go back? Batman?
Oh, just wait until I turn the Lincoln bedroom into the Jeff Davis bedroom when I become president. It'll be fucking amazing.
Oh, no, we'll be turning that into the Winston Churchill bedroom.
Oh, yeah. There'd be plenty of cognac
with the Liz Hurley adjoining room.
Oh God!
The Maggie Thatcher conference hall.
I'm guessing there's not going to be a Theresa May bust in the Oval Office.
Nope.
Oh yeah, there will. It's just one that you can hit repeatedly with a baseball bat.
It'll be in the toilet.
He's gonna have a
with a big sign on it for it saying "piss here."
Yeah,
he's gonna have a Meghan Markle one, but it's gonna be made entirely out of white marble.
No, you just get a 6-foot 4x4. You throw it in a Home Depot bucket, bury it 4 feet in the ground, and just beat the hell out of it.
Hey, that's something I noticed about
Before you continue to help the regime, think about what you're helping. Just want to let you know.
This is how it starts. This is how Hitler started, you know.
Yep.
No.
They didn't understand when the brown shirts were coming.
I have decided right now, Cabby, even if you run against me, I'll have you as ambassador to Israel. That would be hilarious.
You gotta have him as ambassador to France.
No, ambassador to France.
Yes, definitely. No. Yeah.
Look, I'll take one for the team if I have to. I mean, if I've got to be there when when it all goes up, I'll be there.
You'll also be the one who pressed the fucking button as well.
Hold on. This brings up a great question, Cabbage. You're willing to take one for the team.
Oh.
I was asked if I would marry you. Would you marry me?
Desperation has led to the serious desperation.
Yeah. Wow. Now I'm getting prepared. Hey, look, you're only allowed to do that on February.
We're not 14th, on a boat,
I think, aren't you?
Well,
a woman's allowed to.
Real quick. I'm actually real quick. I'm ordained. You want to be an American, Cabby? I can handle this shit right now.
Oh, you're ordained, are you? It's not in Catholicism, is it? Do I have to call the community services?
You'd be good in France with free reign over whatever laws you wanted.
Thing is, there's so many ex-Mrs. Memes that probably there's a very high chance one of us on the panel tonight is an ex-Mrs. Memes. So,
nope.
So, with the memes, proposing
I'm pretty sure I never got that drunk.
Yeah. No.
I'm pretty sure I've never been that drunk.
Just like me in the country I live in, memes' exes are non-existent.
No.
Got a lot of desert out there.
So many exes, Hareen, which means he's actually a Muslim.
He just divorced by throwing him off a building.
What?
Yeah. I was just throwing that out there.
Oh, I get it. The reason you're saying that none of them count is because none of the ex-Mrs. Memes ever reached the age of consent.
Okay. I
that would depend on the jurisdiction.
I have one question. Cabby, do you take this dragon to be your lawfully wedded wife? Yes, I made you the wife.
Not with my last breath would I ever do such a
Well, dragons do lay eggs.
He said last breath. I think that was a yes.
I said not with my last breath would I ever
Cabbage,
do
this
such a
is
thing.
2018.
And so with your
you
first
don't have
breath,
your last
third
breath.
breath, your every breath, just not the last breath.
Yeah.
What are the ones that in between count?
Did you say dragon or drag queen?
I think it's a bit of both.
Great shows.
All right, fine. Look, I mean, if you're all insisting, I'll fuck him if that's what you want.
Yeah.
That wasn't what anybody asked.
Well, I mean, I don't know. I was just reading between the lines, you know. There you go.
If you want to cook them, you can use a baseball.
Well, you know. I think I'm much more happy to use a mace or something. That'll be better.
I would feel more bad. I would feel more bad. Feel worse for the mace.
Yeah, will you take this fur fact? You
maybe.
wedded fucking freak. Yeah.
Hey, you can use capsaicin to spice up your chili.
No, he's actually going to use mace as a lubricant.
Jesus Christ.
No, I think you said
A mace lubricant, and I'll stick a cattle prod up your ass. How about that?
God.
There you go.
How
That's how
did
we'll
we go
consummate.
down this road so
we'll
quickly?
consummate our wedding with mace and a cattle prod.
Yeah, with razor wire as a prophylactic.
Memes, I hope you enjoy pain, buddy.
B, this is your fault.
Hey, dude.
Yeah.
See, this is what happens when you start flirting and you don't know.
I'm trying to imagine how that would be pleasurable. I'm sure some may find it.
Yeah, well, you know.
You should really
you're going to learn how to find it. That's the whole point, right?
really worry when he gets out the Pringles tube and the fucking hamster as well.
Pringles are awesome.
Oh no, it's not going to be a hamster. I'm gonna set up. It's going to be a fucking camel.
Oh God.
I wrote a camel.
Oh my God.
It'd be a lot slower and a lot more pleasurable for you, Cabbage, if you use a half-starved ferret.
Oh.
Well, it's not for me. It's for his pleasure. You know, a camel ripped for his pleasure.
Ferrets smell kind of funny.
So, which way are you going into the camel? Head first?
I'm not going into it.
One hump or two hump?
Keep up.
That's why
two humps. Camels. The single hump is not a camel. It's a leper something.
You know, I think I'll live the rest of my life with never hearing that expression again.
I'm going to shove a camel up Meme's ass. You don't want to ever hear that again. I can't imagine why.
Wait, why the hell is there a camel going up my butt?
You really just worked this out.
Why not? Someone needs
This is part of the dowry, mate. Didn't you realise?
Quinn, I blame your sister.
I totally understand.
The main is how many people ignore me, and this is the result.
Hey,
you get 2 camels, 1 goat, and 3 sheep up your ass. That's the dairy.
hey, if we're all very nice, maybe B will bake us some poison cupcakes.
The nipple clamps attached to the national grid.
Wait a minute. Wait, no. Now I'm worried. Is the Jello poisonous? Like, that's how she's going to win the fight, huh?
Yeah, well, we did with the Jello ages ago.
Yeah.
We're on to camels now.
Turning Memes' ring piece into fucking Noah's Ark by the sounds of it.
Oh my God.
Yes. Well, we can bring him in 2 by 2. I'm sure he's up for it.
The ants go marching 1 by 1.
Is there a reason why my rectum has become a bag of holding?
Yes. Hey, if you were Monday, Matt would be shoving boulders up there. So be happy.
If Matt can do it, so can you.
I think.
And hey, if you want to put a ring on it, you've got to pay the price.
I like rocks.
What would you say caustic jelly is a lubricant?
Yeah. I just love the idea of Cabby putting, a hamster in and saying, well, that's 1 hamster, let's try 2.
Let's move up to a hamster.
Wait, hold on.
Then a rabbit and a badger.
No. Aren't there some oranges that are made of chocolate that have gotten smaller over the years?
They're not on the testicles.
Oh yeah, we could try cricket ball as well.
Oh my god!
All right. I'm pulling the plug on this. I'm pulling the plug.
Has anyone got a good mallet?
No. I just want to real quick.
Is a shooting range or something.
You like the mallets that they use? You're like one of those fair mallets that they use. Test your strength.
I can see Cabbage shouting that out. We got a good mallet.
What is freaking Cabbage now? Like Shang Tsung. Test your might.
What is your fast
complaining saying he's lost his ball?
It's just a big croquet stick.
Wanting to crawl into a fucking bubble.
So, as a quick aside, anybody listening to the stream now or at any point in the future, whatever you do, do not search for one guy, one jar.
No. It's called
one guy, one moose. We got more of them.
Okay.
What about the meat?
On a side note, this is one big joke. These boys are fucking with each other.
Well, no, and I'm just wondering why the Washington Post would ever think live streamers are sick individuals. I mean, that would never come across.
Are they wrong?
Excuse me, but do you really think that the people in the Washington Post, all right, are afraid of that think we're sick? No, they're worried we're going to out them with talk like this.
Yeah.
Yep.
Isn't that what we're kind of...
They found us out!
And anyway, look, you don't know what happens in the policy meetings. It could be exactly like this.
It probably
if the front page of the Washington Post tomorrow morning was man shoves camel up his ass, then
yes,
competition with us. That's the thing. We're getting to the news quicker than they are.
Oh, so you're saying we need to start our own periodical?
They'll be following us.
Why you putting it?
Crazy English
Look, we are the outliers. We are the outliers. We're not the repeaters.
Well, no. Cabby, you brought up something right there. They're going to be following us. Maybe not necessarily my stream. I'm not that fucking big-headed. But they are following YouTubers, aren't they? Aren't they? I mean, they're following people like Sticks.
Yeah. No,
they're following like Razor Fist, fucking, Andy Worski, all these people trying to turn us into a villainous class, pretty much, right? We're the villains. We're the internet bad guys.
Well, you are. You got a stream. I'm just somebody who trolls onto it.
Wait. What weren't some of the folks here, or within 1 degree of separation of folks here, part of a team known as the YouTube Villains?
No, definitely not.
Okay.
I like that sound. I like this title.
I want to be a villain.
Search some videos from about 18 months to 20 months ago, and maybe.
What are they? I'm 1 degree separated from the skeptic community.
Yeah, it's everyone's a degree of something away from something. Memes is 1 degree of separation from a camel up his ass. So, you know.
All we gotta do is put a ring on Cabby's finger.
Well, according to the very deep lore we've delved into tonight, apparently.
The way Cabby has been going on, Memes is 1 degree separation from being the new Noah's Ark.
Yes, indeed.
Memes.
Short of being, yeah.
I didn't ask you, Memes. Do you take this Cabbage to be your lawfully wedded husband?
I'll think about it.
The problem with the modern day...
I promise to love, cherish, protect, and insert animals into your anus.
I don't think that's part of the normal vows, Cabby.
The problem with the modern day
you're allowed to make your own up these days.
No. Cabby wrote his own vows. That's cute.
Okay.
Come on, James.
Actually, there's another way Cabby could become an American citizen. Is if one of you's adopted him.
Ooh, that's a really good idea.
Oh, he was born on a leap year?
That's true.
Now, the problem with the modern day Noah's Ark is that when you get around to putting 2 of Camilla Parker Bowles on the boat, you're going to be screwed.
Oh, God.
First
Never get the on there.
Now, there is proof of what happens when, you know, eugenics and when
you stick a camel
off.
place.
That's what when you give a camel up to somebody. Yeah.
Well,
that pops out.
Well, first
Right.
off, I refuse to adopt Cabby because I don't want the competition for my presidential run. And two, to quote Clerks 2, I miss my donkey.
And then
Well, yeah, that's fine.
adopt him on principle.
You
memes
know where it is. It's up memes arse. It's fine. You know where it is. It's housed. It's warm. It's moist.
It's housed.
Why does moist always sound funny when it comes out of a brick's mouth?
You got a moist donkey. What more do you want?
It's housed.
Wait, hold on. I have one very important question here. In the morning, is he making waffles?
Yeah, before all this happens, we're going to send a team of unemployed miners up there to put their pit props in.
I mean, guys in Wales got to do something, right?
Yeah.
Isn't that like similar to coal mining?
Can't we prospect asteroids rather than my ass crack?
Well, hey, memes. You can't blame me.
We have youth unemployment, mate. We got to dealing with real problems.
Well, POTUS said he was putting the miners back to work.
I'm working on my policies now.
Yeah. We're gonna have to change your name.
Youth unemployment
to the arse.
Your arse is going to solve our entire youth unemployment problem.
We're gonna need to do more squats then.
Memes, there's also the tarmacking we need to do up there as well.
Send the gypsies up. Exactly. Gypsies. Shove them in there.
What do you call them? Don't you call them the Jippos?
Jippos, yeah. Fucking pikeys, they're going up.
Yeah, Jippos is another name for fucking Jap.
You'll pay the fuckers off the tarmac down, and they'll just take the money and disappear like they normally do.
Yeah, but they'll leave you a bit of lucky hazard behind. So
Oh my god!
The tarmac in the fucking entrance.
You boys are terrible people. You know that? Terrible people.
Yes. But you,
that's a factual statement.
Yeah. Sherardy, do you want the pumpkin talk again?
Oh, fuck you!
Wait, are we making pie?
Oh yes, the pumpkin.
Yeah, we're making pie via a house in Kansas.
He's got fucking Noah's Ark. You only got a pumpkin. You should be damn grateful.
You are a horrible human, and I hate your guts.
Hey, is it the Great Pumpkin?
We like him. We are his friend.
And to be fair, memes, I tried to wrap this around to a cohesive discussion.
No, you didn't try hard enough.
Oh, I did too.
No, there was at least 1.5 attempts.
but it was Jello one time, and it doesn't go anywhere. No, give it up, mate.
It just wiggles in spots.
Oh God,
I miss jigglers.
Okay. I did bring up the Washington Post and them attacking YouTubers. And yeah, so there's the one attempt. And the half would be Jello, yeah.
So now we just need to combine Washington Post with Jello somehow.
Yeah, that's the reason the Washington Post don't like us, because they don't get to talk about, camels being inserted up people's rectums and
that's right.
And women naked in jizzy fucking material.
What else is probably getting wrong? They'd have the camel fighting the Jello.
Well, I mean, can you imagine if CNN was this?
It would be a lot more entertaining to watch.
They'd get a shitload more viewers.
Like John Lemon having a fucking, a camel inserted slowly into his ring or something.
Yes.
Well, to be fair, Don Lemon was welcome.
Hey boy.
Sugar.
Yeah.
Don Lemon was the first guy in prime time to actively entertain the idea of a plane getting sucked into a black hole.
Yeah, no, and CNN was
Don
also
Lemon's
the
a
first network
fucking
ever.
cam
No,
whore.
wait a minute. CNN was also one of the first networks ever, I think the first, to smoke weed live on national TV.
What
and
the
then,
fuck did I come into?
You have no idea. You have no idea.
Yeah, have you ever been up Nature's arsehole?
What about Madd's asshole?
No, memes is asshole,
yeah,
honey.
memes, not me, goddammit.
Well, I mean, I don't think Mads actually. I don't think you deny it. I mean, you've never said that you wouldn't let that you're not up for it too.
All this began with one simple comment: how come my wife has cold hands? Basically, and it spiraled from there, and it's been going on for about an hour and a half now.
Going back to what you said about a plane being sucked into a black hole. That's what happens when Tess Holiday's sunbathe on a landing strip.
Is it cold in? Is it cold in here, or are you just being doubly rude and pointing to us?
Everyone here is we're all going to hell. So I mean, if you want to get on
And
the
it's
train,
gonna
you can
be
step off the
so
train.
much fun.
Well, actually, hell would be warm.
And we're in a unique situation again where we've got one more commenter than we've got actual audience.
That's okay. The throne's mine.
Don't worry,
Hey,
they'll come in later.
We've got a bigger audience than CNN at the moment.
That's true.
Yeah, and we're making more sense than the Young Turks.
Yeah.
Oh God! Could you imagine one of us on the Young Turks show?
Anna Kasparian. Hey, Anna Kasparian's nose. She's got one nostril bigger than the other. Try and unsee that next time you watch it.
Man, if one of us showed up on the fucking
very lovely.
Well, also, one of her tits is bigger too. You not noticed?
Oh, shut up!
All women have one tit that's bigger than the other.
Yeah, but her third tit on her shoulders is bigger than the pair that she's got on her chest.
Is that just because you spent a long time looking at her?
Well, no, I'm really wondering. Like, could you imagine somebody? Could you imagine somebody like real quick? Could you imagine somebody like Cabby or MC being on the Young Turks?
Yes, I could, and it would be brilliant.
It would be the
their fucking heads would blow off the fucking roof.
You know,
I'm just trying to get the image of Anna Kasparian with a strap on out of my head.
Oh, someone said, someone said, Chenk the link.
Chenk the link.
If I was on the Young Turk,
hey, I sent Ambassador Rodman the link, and he.
How about her climbing into Meme's ass after the camel?
Well, on the camel. No, she should be riding it.
Yeah, but you don't call him Chenk. Call him Chunk, because he just looks like a giant fucking chunk.
Cabbage. Yes, she would be riding it, but she wouldn't be sitting on its back.
Yeah, indeed.
You're one of his not
strapped underneath.
Yeah, I'd love to trigger Chenk so he chases me. I mean, the fat fuck. I'm not fat. I can run. He would die of a heart attack.
Yeah, and he's running after you, screaming out "Yabba dabba doo."
Why would you need to run? Just punch the cunt.
Dude, if he became Fred Flintstone, I would buy him a beer.
Well, that's not good.
I would love. Batman. I would love to be on that show with Anna, because once she starts freaking out and saying she's better than me, I'm just gonna call her a dumb fucking bloody cunt and tell her to go fucking change her pad or something. Like,
just question the Armenian massacre. That'll shut her up.
Yeah, well, you know, never mention the Armenians.
That knows of us. She doesn't need to fucking get a strap
or the Ottomans. Oh, hey, see, maybe we can shove animals up her nose.
I think she's been shoving a lot of other stuff up her nose too.
Heavily, she levitates about 3 feet.
Yeah, you can have guys. You can have things laying the animals into her nose.
Hang on a tick. I gotta get going. The Eldritch is on the other line. We're gonna try something new. We're gonna go do some research. See you later.
I thought you were going to. So you're not going to shove another shrimp on the Barbie?
Bye.
No, I'll shove it up your bum.
Peace out, brother. I think Anna Kasparian is a lovely young woman.
And
Look, I
you
know,
think that
seriously,
about
I'd
a lot of
smash it.
people.
I'd smash it. At the end of the day, it's not like, you know, she's a hog. Got a decent figure. I'd do it. I mean, you know, you just wouldn't, you know, phone the next day. That's the difference.
Well, can there be a ball gag involved? Because I don't want to hear her talk.
Honey, ball gags are small. Women can open their mouths wider. Therefore, women can still scream and yell and talk.
Stick your sock in and, you know, and a handkerchief. That's probably good.
That's why you just need magic wand.
Paper bag.
One of the one times that Mad Dodge embraces tea in terms of tea bagging that bitch.
Yeah, you might also want a fucking paper bag involved.
2.
Yeah, to cover up that nose.
Hold on, wait. Hold on a second. If teabagging
just
is
suck
a
her in
term,
the nose.
what action is Mountain doing?
You mean fall into it? Now she probably
I'd say just fuck her in the nose and be done with it.
Oh God, what is your thing with fucking things in noses?
It's the first time I've mentioned fucking noses.
Nothing.
Oh no, that was Goku. That was Goku.
That was Goku.
Not you.
Beyond more than having a dick covered in boogers, is there?
It's better than being covered in shit.
Wait,
hold on. You mean sticking a particular phallic object into an area?
Jesus Christ, memes. Say cock.
Oh God. Word salad. Bullshit.
Well, no.
Comforting cabbage.
I do have a question. You guys notice how YouTube is changing up the algorithm, right? I was watching RT earlier today, and it says on the bottom, RT is almost fully funded by the Russian government. In other words, a warning to not listen to them. How are they going to spread that out upon all of YouTube with all the millions of users? I mean, come on now.
It says partially or wholly funded by the Russian government, but I'm pretty sure PBS, their YouTube channel, is the same thing.
But I mean, BBC is funded by, you know, UK taxpayers, and well, it is funded by the government. I mean, there's additional monies, not only the, you know, BBC license fee, but there's other money that goes into the.
You're talking about the Bolshevik brainwashing committee.
Well, that would explain why YouTube hasn't let a lot of my subscriptions load lately.
Whoa.
Right, because they're all funded by the Russians.
Well, no.
I've tried to load YouTube like normal a lot lately, and it says, oh, YouTube has been having some trouble loading your subscription feed. And it's been doing that for a couple of weeks now.
Yeah, or they automatically sign you out and stuff like that, where you have to sign in. Yeah.
You know, I had a weird one the other day where I couldn't actually unsubscribe to something. So work that one out. Fucking thing wouldn't go away.
I don't think we haven't any of these problems so far.
I know, Carbony, you are on the channel tonight as well.
I know. I tried to unsubscribe myself.
That's what I was wondering. Was it my channel, Cabby?
I've already done that, mate. You should know that by now. That happened months ago.
Well, no, and when Irate Bear was on the show, I sent you the link. I think you passed out, dude. Right when you talked to me, I sent you.
No, I listened in. No, I mean, you know, eventually when, you know, I was aware what was going on because I'm obviously not in the clique.
Oh, God, now you're bitching.
I know, just saying, woe is me. But no, I didn't. But when I got it, no, because then I just listened in, and no, it was just a good chat, and it wasn't really a conversation that I had a great deal to contribute to, really, because I mean, obviously, it was about a lot of personal, you know, kind of things, and I didn't really have anything to chip in. So, what would be the point?
Yeah, but Cabby, we can't have this kind of talk from the future president of the United States.
That's true. Bomb France.
Yep.
Hoorah.
Well, I mean, what's going to happen when you bomb them? They're just going to raise a fucking white flag. I mean, you already won.
No. They've already surrendered. We haven't even threatened them yet, and they've already given up.
Exactly. Yes. You see, you only need the threat you only need the threat for them, and that's it. It's over. And then you just go in and remove their toys from them. and then hopefully peace and harmony. And then, well, no, we still have to throw a couple at Belgium.
Mm-hmm. Don't forget, you know, a third of their flag is already white.
Yeah.
Well,
a little under a third of our flag is white.
Yeah, a third of ours is too.
Well, that says a lot.
Red, white, and blue. I mean, you know.
Yeah, and the French got the colours the wrong way around, didn't it?
And actually, if you're looking at the George Cross, yeah, you don't want to use the white as a measure, all right?
What that was just us thinking, well, we like to save a bit of time, just in case.
Well, actually, the crazy thing is, if Cabbage's presidential campaign somehow doesn't work for whatever reason they may come up with, he could always be president of the Philippines.
Anyone could be there. You just have to pay for it, don't you? I mean, doesn't it come on the back of a fucking cornflakes?
Oh, I thought Duterte was elected.
I think the best idea, if you want to get rid of the French, is to make Cabbage president of France.
Oh, I don't know, Batman. The easiest way to get rid of the French is to crash a fucking soap van in the middle of Paris, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Well, B in the chat says,
personal health products. That would you wouldn't know what to do.
Cabby, you're gonna love this, Cabby. B in the chat says, "Hey, Cabby, name one of the members of the clique, and I will kill them with a little knife."
Okay,
so,
right.
It's not X-Pac.
Sorry, memes, you gotta go.
I was wondering.
Nice.
But where are we going to store our animals?
Eh? Oh, that's true. Shit. Yeah. So you got to go, Magic. Fuck you. We'll stick you with him.
Wait, are you calling us Russian? Were we just like those little dolls that just keep on stacking in each other?
Yeah, you're like bots. You're Russian bots.
But bots? Yeah. Are you calling us non-playable characters?
Yeah, you're an NPC. I am actually talking to myself right now. I'm just having an internal episode.
You're not allowed to say NPC on YouTube anymore. Cut it out.
I meant NBC, the National Broadcasting Committee.
Let's call him a Nupuk. A Nupuk.
That word makes me feel weird.
Yeah,
yes, rather than a load of animals up your ring piece makes you feel weird.
Yes, makes you feel good.
Memes nesting doll.
Aye, that's an interesting one. An experiment we should try. See if we can march a squad of Marines up there as well.
Oh, that's
battle gear,
like a sort of reverse D-Day. Yeah, they're all coming back on board.
Yeah.
No,
where are we sending the Marines?
He's got problems, hasn't he? I mean, he's already had it bad the first time.
And one of them has to be Mel Gibson because we want rid of him.
Yeah. So basically, you want memes to have more squaddies in him. Yeah, more soldiers in him than
a hooker in Amsterdam.
Yeah, or more soldiers in him than a fucking hard-boiled egg.
Okay. Now I'm confused when I'm not sure whether we're talking about Libya or my asshole.
Right.
Well, we can stick Libya up there too if you want. I mean, if you're willing to take it.
Well, yeah.
Libya and your asshole in the same state, aren't they?
Yeah. Which are they more likely to react to, Benghazi or your ring piece?
These are good questions. I mean, I might have to become a Majin memes again to make myself more malleable.
Would Hillary get out of bed at 3 a.m. to respond to what was going on inside
your ring piece? The phone ringing. You remember that phone ringing thing?
Oh, you mean from your enthusiasm?
Yeah,
just have his ring piece ringing.
Yeah. They came, he saw, he died. Yeah.
This desperate call. Dying vestiges of society.
This is incredible. How much we've managed to get up there thus far. Could we even have a truck of peas crash into it or something?
Yeah, well, I still think we should shove Noah up there with his ark.
What? Wait, Noah's still actually. I think I knew a guy named. Or actually, no. My nephew's name is Noah.
Is he? Do you know where he is? You sure?
North Carolina.
What's his exact location? I want a GPS position.
Is it rather dark at the moment?
I'm not going to dox my nephew. That'd be rude.
Is he moist? Is he moist? Is it dark and moist?
No, but he's half Mexican.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
So
the build quality won't be very good then.
So, yeah, but he's going to be peppery.
You say this as you will be playing his video games in the future.
Yeah.
Well, I don't think I like the idea
Oh,
that
shit.
is going. A lot of his games will be based in the dark.
Hey, he likes Minecraft. Minecraft is an excellent game.
And there we go.
Oh my god, are you kidding me?
Hey, I preferred Ark because it's basically Minecraft, better graphics, and dinosaurs.
Mm-hmm.
And this is why you get the shit taken out of you, memes.
What?
Yeah.
I thought shit was being put in me, hypothetically.
Well, no, but it can be taken out too.
Oh.
You know, we're taking it out of one end and we're shoving it up the other. So it's fine.
So who is taking stuff out and putting
It's
stuff
a zero net gain. It's a zero net gain.
No. But who is doing this? Because Cabbage, you and I are not yet married. So how does this even work?
Well, I don't know. It's just, part of the what is that they have? The marriage
No. If
thing.
we are going to entertain an idea and we want to flesh it out, then let's flesh it out.
Well, this is the you put up requests for what you want for your
Cabbage. Do we still
wedding.
want to go down this road?
Memes.
Yeah, I'm good for it, mate. Trust me. Oh yeah.
Memes, the way things are going, you're going to end up as a Staten Island ferry.
Wedding list. That's what I was meaning.
I preferred the hovercraft down in Mexico.
You got those? What are those wedding lists where you can, you
You're talking about the barges with like the metal barrels and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, those can be kind of unsafe. You can get them in New Hampshire.
Yeah.
That describes your ass perfectly.
Yeah, it's
a little unsafe. Your ass is a little unsafe.
That may not be the first time something like that was communicated.
I'd say it's a lot unsafe with a camel going up.
Oh, dude. My mom opened my door one day when I was in like high school.
Oh God, I don't know if I want to hear the end of the story.
And she saw me putting a cat up my ass. I would never
the cat slept with me.
Apparently, Memes once collapsed in the road. 3 lorries went missing.
She was a good girl. The main coup.
Oh, Memes, you're digging a hole.
Oh, all's been dug for a while.
No, Memes. I'm gonna save you a little bit. You know why I hate cats? This is why. I was 12 years old, 13. And a cat gave birth in my fucking bed. And my mom, she came in and goes, "Don't move, you'll disturb the fucking cat." I'm like, what the fuck is going on right now? Like,
wait, so you hate cats because the cat felt closest to you and loved you most to give its litter.
You monster.
Yeah.
It would have pissed me off too.
Yeah, but he didn't care about the badger, did he?
I think what Dodge off the most is obviously his mother cared more about the cat than him.
yeah, well, yeah, that irritated me a little bit. And also, I woke up out of a dead sleep with the cat screaming like a grown woman dying. And I'm like, what the fuck's going on? And there's
You've
this cat
never been in labor before.
Funnily,
None, allegedly.
And by the way, children are evil. Every time I go to eat some of my Sour Patch Kids, they keep attacking me. Matter of fact, you hear the little girl.
Hold on,
Yeah.
you eat your kids.
Sour Patch Kids.
No. He Cabbage Kids.
Are you related to Jensen?
No. Hence the Jello
It took you long enough to answer.
Yeah, he was obviously looking at his family tree.
yeah.
Oh,
Right,
sorry,
people. I'll speak to you later. Bye-bye.
Good night.
Bye.
Actually, part of the US Dodge comes from. It's more like a family twig, isn't it?
We have branches to the trees, sir. Fucking
I don't think quite that's what he meant there.
I think you mean twigs.
No,
no.
I think he means branch, singular.
Wait, did we go down through the roots?
Well, no. First off, we've been bantering for about an hour and a half. I think we're pretty much done. Tomorrow we're gonna do the
Are you
Civil War
sure
stream.
you don't want to get hell taken out of you anymore?
He wants to off. Go to his personal room and cry softly in the corner.
Yeah. No, all he wants to do is go back to Discord, right? Because you say, "Oh, I'm going to be on Discord after," and then he knows damn well I can't join into Discord because the Discord shit doesn't work. So fuck you very much.
Have you found out?
Up your ass, knobhead.
Oh, hey, God damn it, Gabby. First off, I wasn't going to jump directly to Discord. I was going to go off there. Second, good night, good luck, and don't fucking go to France.
And don't